Yo, what's up? What's up? Once again, you know what time it is? It's Wednesday. You know what it is? We got the full court trio in the house. I see everybody that's coming in the chat, but do us a favor. Once you come in the building, please do us a favor. Wipe your shoes off at the door, kick them to the side, and smash the like button. Look, smash that like button. Do us a favor. Don't be stingy, man. It don't cost nothing to smash the like button. The only thing you got to pay for is just pay attention. That's all you got to do. Just pay attention. But smash the like button for us, man. You got the full court trio in the house. You see the title of the show. Caitlin Clark out late again. Sky look to stun the Liberty. And we're going to break it down here all next here on the full court trio. And look, without further ado, I got to bring my people up on the stage so they can introduce themselves, but they don't need no introduction. But here they are anyway. What's up, peoples?
Hey, Chad. How y'all doing tonight?
Y'all already know Gingerbread Man in the building. Yeah.
So
Duval.
How's everybody's week so far?
Duval, you woke Duval. There you go. Starting it off. There you go, boss. Look, see, look.
Sleeping on the job.
No, I had to wait my turn. Y'all be talking out of turn. Y'all be talking out of turn.
Y'all didn't give us no turn.
Nah, we gotta be professional. It's one at a time. It's not like the old days where it was about 10 people talking and you couldn't hear nobody. It's one at a time.
They only here to cause confusion.
All trying to be polite tonight. Okay, Duval, I see.
Duval, don't start because you've been on the good foot these last couple of days, man. Don't spoil it now. They love you again, man. So don't get out of pocket. Don't cause confusion, man. You got yourself out the trick bag. Now you're back to being the fan favorite. So don't do yourself no injustice, man. I see everybody in the chat. Shout out to Patricia Burton, Big Girl, George, Neestad, ADP, Eddie Blue, Political Little, Big Girl, Nate. I see you, man. Appreciate you rolling through. Edward T, Keywan Jackson. But like I said, when y'all come in, do us a favor, smash that like button. Do us a favor, man. The first thing you need to do when you come into the stream, just hit the like button for us, man. Please hit the like button for us. I see you, King Pisces Nathan. Please hit that like button, man. It don't cost nothing to hit a like button, man. Show love to the channel, man. Show us some support. Show us some grace. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. So, Big Girl, you said Lynx barely won by 4. Okay, we see that. Barely won by 4, man. What's up, Tulip? Glad you made it back. Duval, don't be causing no confusion in the chat, man.
You know, you gotta watch his little fingers. He'd be over there typing and causing confusion, KSAP. You gotta watch him.
Duval, don't be no keyboard hole tonight. Don't do it, Duval.
I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, chat.
Yeah. But I will tell the chat, you know what I'm saying? It is Wednesday. It's 2 days before payday. Sometimes y'all get y'all direct deposit early. So if you want to donate a little cash, you know what I'm saying, we'll appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling the truth. Y'all get y'all donations, y'all get y'all check deposit 2 days before payday, and don't lie. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to slide a little something like it's church, you know what I'm saying? I'll look the other way. And like I ain't see that. And I won't tell your boss either what you spent your money on.
So, Duval, what you trying to say? They got one of them second chance check-ins where they get paid 2 days early?
They got one of the Rush card. You know, Rush is, you know, he over there in Indonesia, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Prayer to the Lord. But, you know, he still got the Rush cards over here. You know, they give it to you 2 days in advance. You know what I'm saying? So I know they got a little something.
Not the Rush card.
Rush card. You know, Cash App, they got a little bank account now. I heard Cash App got a little bank account. So, you know what I'm saying? So they got their little money early. If you slide a little something.
Don't be hating on the Cash App bank account, man.
Hey, what's up? Tulip, what's up? Big Girl, what's up? What's up?
Hey, guys, I just want to let y'all know, guys, if Bro Claude get out of pocket, the only reason why he going to get out of pocket tonight, see, he back in Chicago. See, when he was in that Roach Motel, he had to be on his best behavior. You know what I'm saying? You know, the cops come knocking on his door. and shutting him down, so his arms was crossed. But
Tanya
now you
switch.
see him. Look, he back in his element. So
He look free.
yeah,
Man,
he
them roaches,
yeah.
hey, them roaches look like the Cabrini Green roaches, man.
Look at it.
God,
He's showing off. He's showing off already, man. We got to stop that. We got y'all. Hey, look, y'all got to make sure Bro Claude don't crash out, please. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all don't want Bro Claude to crash out, please.
Yeah, man. He needs his help. He gonna have and he gonna knock himself on the feet. Look, he in that. You in the garage? Where you at? The garage or the living room?
You already know I'm in the office. It's warm.
Oh,
it's
Lord,
warm, baby. I'm all by myself.
Look, HR has called Bro Claude, and he know he need to simmer it down.
They already know. They already know. Don't put no 1 in there. Don't put no 1.
Yeah.
Hey, King Drew, I know you new here. You don't know what the crash out's all about.
Nah,
George said he don't want no crash out either.
We don't want it.
Everybody else wants to crash out. Everybody else wants.
Goon the shooter. How do you find me everywhere I go, Goon?
Goon the shooter be shooting, man. Goon, you gotta cut the Goon, man. As much as you be shooting over here, man, you gotta donate to the channel, man. You gotta stop that, man. Goon, that's unacceptable, man. You be shooting all these shots. We be shouting you out every time. We can't even get a little donation, man.
Not even a little $2.
We can't even get a $2 super sticker, a $1 super sticker.
Cheater.
Yeah. Goon, man, we might have to block you, man. We might have to send Goon to Block City, man. He ain't doing right, man. Goon is not doing right. Goon is diabolical, man.
I see you, Sister Tanya.
Let me tell you something. Goon got that Western Union card. You know what I'm saying? They only charge like 50 cents per every $10 order. So you know what I'm saying? You can slide a little something, and we wouldn't even charge you for the shipping fees.
Look,
you know,
how about this? How about this, Goon? Paid trash. You know, after 3 games, 3 for 11, that wasn't that great. 3 games, 12 points, 10 assists, 3 steals, and 1 rebound in the 3rd game in the W.
Hey, look, I want y'all to do to stop giving Goon the shooter a shout out, man. We be saying his name too much, man. And he talk about he watch every
Goon the shooter
ad.
said he watched every YouTube ad.
Goon the shooter, you diabolical, man. Hey, he's sitting there talking about what's up, Paige? What's up? See, when Paige come in here, Paige always give us a donation to start the show. And I know she's gonna be the first one to donate to get it popping, man.
And Goon say he don't skip the ads though. He keep watching them all the way through.
Goon said y'all getting paid off my view.
What's
That's
up,
diabolical.
Man,
what's up,
what
man?
My man. That's right. Oh, be more in the house.
Now you see how Bro Claude acting, y'all. He wasn't doing this when he was in that in that trick bag in that pimp hotel, man. He was on his best behavior. Now he want to show out.
He didn't look happy in that pimp hotel.
He didn't, man.
He didn't look happy at all, man.
He didn't, man.
Shout out to Paige. Paige in the building. I love Paige. You know what I'm saying? Paige got that just for me hairdo with her little picture. I love Paige. Paige my favorite.
In a big film, a big time film.
Damn, yeah, man. He back at home.
He back home, man.
Nah, bro, Claude, stop that. We can't do that. That's an HR issue. Don't do that.
Talking all on me. You let him do that type of stuff.
Because you coming in.
Because he talking nice and calmly.
You coming in reckless. You gotta stop
nice
that, bro.
I have not said anything.
Why are you being so loud, man?
Because I'm in my place.
Nah, man. You gotta go back to your Cincinnati behavior, man. Put the Cincinnati back in.
I ain't did nothing yet. See,
he always come in on.
Look, hey, be careful because my mama will get you. She didn't want her baby to be touched. If he was doing
I'm not touching you. You just got to be on your best behavior, man.
Look, hey, I don't want to hear about no touching. I don't think it's a conversation I need to be a part of.
Shout out to Van for the $2 super sticker.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of no touching. I don't, you know. Y'all keep that to yourself.
Touching to get you on trial. Don't do that. What's up, Lady Jade? Touching will get you on trial. Don't do that.
Next thing you know, look. Next thing you know, they doing a YouTube special on me now. I don't want to be part of
and
that.
we're gonna be subpoenaed.
Hey, they got a whole diabolical. Kwame Brown got Claude and Keisha. It's big,
man. Look, why y'all
we ain't giving no shout out.
Why you shouting out Kwame Brown, man?
I ain't giving that dude no shout out.
I ain't giving him no shout out. He a punk.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, there we go, bro. Claude, you gotta stop that, man.
Here we go.
You can't be doing that, man. You can't be calling these people like that, man.
We trying to be a respectable show.
Speaking of human resource, I had a human resource meeting this past weekend because of Lakeisha representation. Yeah, you filed a complaint on me. Yes, you did. You filed a complaint. I'm finna tell the world why you filed a complaint. Yeah. First of all, you filed a complaint. You said I created a house to working environment. That was what she said, boss man. House to working environment, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know why she told Human Resource that I said that she looked like a retired Jehovah's Witness that go around the hood selling Bible for $5. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think she had to tell them that. That wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? She could have kept that to herself. And she also told them that I said that she looked like a distressed hostage. And I asked her to blink 3 times that she needed help because she'll call in the game by herself. I don't know why she said that, boss. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to say that. I ain't say that out loud.
So who in the chat told you that, Devon? Who told you that?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what else they told me. They say you told Human Resource that I said you look like a Catholic principal that slept in the maintenance class after your lunch break. You know what I'm saying?
Give it his head.
You know what I'm saying? That's wrong.
Give it his head.
You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. I ain't have to tell that. Is it wrong, boss man? You know what I'm saying?
No.
They said L wanted to press charges too, but you know what I'm saying? L said black power, so you know what I'm saying? They declined it. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't want to do it with L. But tell me if I'm wrong, boss man.
And you still running your mouth after you done got the complaint.
ADP said stop snitching, man. Stop snitching.
Snitches get stitches, player.
No, boss man, I ain't wrong because they ain't right because I said bro Claude look like the trash man that'll take antiques off your porch on trash day. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right.
Y'all diabolical, man. I want y'all to welcome all the new people in the chat, man. We got some new people in the chat, man. I ain't seen here, so just welcome them in.
Hey,
Kim, give them a warm welcome.
Trey Hall, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's
up,
Kim?
All of this, look, let me tell you, new people, this is all allegedly.
Yeah.
Everything allegedly.
Yeah.
This is our opinions, and we are entitled to them.
Yeah, we got to put disclaimers out there from now on, guys, man. Because we don't want to get in trouble behind the scenes. So everything's allegedly. These are our opinions. These are what we feel, and this is how we're gonna come across. And it's all allegedly. But you'll know when facts are facts. So we just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Don't want nobody running behind nobody's back, doing this and doing that. So we putting the disclaimer out there. Allegedly.
We now, just here to give you a peace of mind.
Yeah. With that being said, man, we got Bro Claude back in the building. So I'm gonna give Bro Claude about 2 minutes to let you guys know why he was in Cincinnati, and then we're gonna get on with the show. The floor is yours, Bro Claude.
How y'all doing, my family? I just want to give a shout out to my baby girl, Satora Lanier. Satora Lanier, that is her name. And she was picked for Rise Above the Rim. It's a reboot of Above the Rim. It's a new one that's coming out. It's going to be a cinema and a Netflix cinema also. So they had plenty of different stars in it. The guy that played Michael Jordan, he was also playing in the Above the Rise Above the Rim. He played as one of the star basketball players. We had 2 comedians. One of the female, I can't say her name. Y'all got to watch the film. until they able to release it. But we got 2 comedians that was in there, and one of the Tyler Perry actors was up in the movie. So it was really, really good. My daughter did well. They also added more. That's why we ended up being down there 8 days, because they added more to her script. At first, she only was supposed to be down there 4 days. But because she was so good, the director and the producer said they wrote her more lines and more scenes on the spot. So actually gave her a whole background. That's why I was able to now, because they wanted me to play the father, they wrote me in there to be her father in the movie. So I was on 2 different scenes, one in the gym and then one at the family party. And that was it. It was a blessing, though. It was a blessing. That's it. I'm blessed.
Congratulations on that, bro, Claude. I know you're a proud father. Yeah.
Did they feed her?
Yeah, they have room, boy, but we were actually in there with them roaches that was in the projects though, but it's all right. I ain't complain too much. But the room was good. The room was cozy, but you know, it could have been better, but we dealt with it. And you know, like I said, it was an independent film where she gets paid on the back end. Usually they pay a new beginner in the front, and then it just be paid for hire. But they also added her to the back end of when it get released on Netflix. So she'll a check, a residual for the rest of her life, or as long as it's picked up by Netflix, Amazon. Anytime that the film is watched, she will also already in her first film be receiving a residual.
So hey, that's some good stuff, bro, Claude, man. Proud of you and your daughter, man.
Proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
Raised her right, man, and she doing big things, man. Hey, I see a lot of new faces that are starting to filter in our chat.
A lot of new people. It's a lot.
We do.
What's up, folks?
Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, and all the moderators drop Keisha's YouTube channel and drop Bro Claude's YouTube channel, because we got a lot of new people that filtered in, and we want them to follow Keisha and Bro Claude as well. I do appreciate the love. I don't know who sent y'all over here, but we do appreciate it, man.
Strange.
Yeah, so tell a friend to tell a friend, man. But
without
further ado, man, we're gonna get off into the show, man. You know, our first topic of conversation is, man, we're gonna give our preview on the Sky and Liberty game. What the Sky need to do to bounce back to, stun the Liberty. You know, it's gonna be a nice matchup, I think. You know, you got Angel Reese, you got Breanna Stewart, and we saw some of the things that what Angel Reese was able to do to Breanna Stewart last year in the matchups defensively. So we're gonna get off into it. Without further ado, man, turn it over to Keisha and let her get her take off on what you think in this preview, what the Sky need to do to bounce back to get back on the right track and get in the win column.
Well, they got a lot to do, because we've only had one game. But if they can at least get the chemistry going between the 2 bigs and Vandersloot, that would be a good thing to decide what type of team they want to be. Are they going to empower? I would like to see Ariel Atkins get off. I would like to see plays being run for her. I understand that at the beginning of the season, everybody was talking about playing through Camilla. I think they can still play through Camilla. They just have to have another backup plan for when that option is not working. And I think Ariel Atkins needs to be a big part of this offense. I really do believe Ariel Atkins and Vandersloot need to play off each other. I don't want to see no more Rachel Bannum running around, running the offense. I don't want to see that ever again. I fear that I might see it again, though. So I'm getting myself ready for that. Let the game come to them. Another thing I want to see is just hoisting up a whole bunch of threes. I understand you went out there and got Kia Nurse and Rebecca Allen and all these people you think Rachel Bannum's on the team. I get it, but when they're not on. They need to do something else. I think I would say this. I want to see them run this offense through the three that they have on the marquee KSAP.
Mm-hmm.
Run it through Angel, Camilla, and Ariel, and everybody else get whatever they can get. That's what I think. And if those two bigs, I'm talking about Angel and Camilla, can at least dominate the paint, where Angel can still come out to the wing spot, still come out to the perimeter sometimes, but so she don't clog up the paint all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But at least have a threat of the paint being locked down and Area Atkins going to get her shot, kicking it out to air. I need offense that's not just predicated on them kicking it out to a 3-point shooter. That's what I saw in the first game. And I think if you have more people facilitating the ball, it might be a little bit better, because what I saw was a lot of stagnant of the ball not moving around. Area Atkins wasn't part of the action at all to me. I mean, she got in her spots a couple of times, but that was it. I need her more a part of the action. So, and Reese can still do her thing, be a jack of all trades. And if she's gonna be a jack of all trades, as we said, the ball, as I said, Camilla's got to hold down the paint while she's doing that. So it's gonna be a delicate balance. But if Camilla can't do that, if she can't set good screens, if she can't seal like she's supposed to, Tyler Marshall might need to send a message and sit her down. So that's what I see. I think that in order, they got to get the offense going for number one. I think the defense is going to come. That first game, I don't think is indicative of that defense. They looked a little lost, confused as to what was happening. Play a little faster, play in transition, get up and down the court. And when I say get up and down the court, that means Vandersloot can't be the sole ball handler, because she can't get up and down the court for 32 minutes. And by the thing, play your stars a little bit longer than 20 minutes.
There you go. Just 1 second. Hey, shout out to Tanya for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
That we need to run and take better threes. I absolutely agree with that.
I get you. Transitional threes. Yeah. Yeah. I think they need to get out and run. They have youth. The only person that's really older is Sloot, but Camilla can run, Angel can run, Nurse can run, Ariel can run. Get out and run. Get some stuff easy. Get some easy basket. Get some stuff in transition, and then pound the paint.
Hey, shout out to Sharice De Jesus for the $5 super chat. Always supporting the channel. Appreciate you, my sister.
Here comes the money.
Keisha, you said some valid points, man. But I'm gonna let Duvall take it away. Go ahead, Duvall. What's your take?
First of all, boss man, Sharice said payday is every day for her. She always donate. Oh, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Sharice.
Well, anyway, this matchup is more of a favorable matchup for the Sky than somebody like the Fever. And the reason being is, I think somebody like Sabrina Ionescu is the only one that could really hurt you from the outside. And unlike the Fever, when you had Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark that had that capability, and you had to use the area to pick your poison. At least if you with the Fever, if you could just solely focus on Sabrina Ionescu when it comes to on the defensive end with Ari Atkins, I don't worry about somebody like Phoenix going off, and I don't think Natasha and Claude could go off 2 games straight. I just don't. I just don't think she's that type of offensive player. When it comes to the team itself, like I said, I think they still need to fire out those threes. And the reason why I say that, because if you got 4 players that in the top 30 in 3-point percentage, you don't go away from what's the strength of your team, even though it didn't show on Saturday against the Fever. Even though it didn't knock down Saturday, who's to say tomorrow it wouldn't be knocking down or it wouldn't be raining like Coca-Cola? So at the end of the day, it's like, keep shooting. But when it comes to like the way Angel need to attack, their defense is kind of difficult. Cause I want to say Brianna Stewart, she ain't the defender that she once was, but she's still a great defender. And then Jacqueline Jones is a great defender herself. So so Angel ain't gonna have any easy looks when it comes to driving to the hole. So if Angel really want to make an impact in this game, she need to shoot from the outside. She need to allow herself to have the confidence to shoot those shots. So if they have to defend her from out there, they'll give her the room to drive to the basket, or give Camilla the room to like slash to the middle of the paint and try to get her points that way. If if not, get her points from a pick and roll situation. And we got to say this about Camilla every game: be assertive, be assertive, be assertive. Stop playing like you don't want to break your mama vase in the house. Play like you got something to lose. Play like your freedom is on the line. Camilla, I'd rather you have 3 offensive fouls.
Ball, you still there?
Shoot the ball at all. And so you can't feel like with your actions that you don't want to be a part of the offense because you feel like you're not being involved, but then when they get you involved, you being passive with the basketball. You can't have it both ways. So I'm gonna move past that. I think Tyler Marsh need to get his rotations down better. Play Haley Van Lith earlier. Like I said, Rachel Banner, play her less. Don't play Anna Weaver at the 4. She's not a 4. You just glutton for punishment at that point if you have her in that position. She's not that. And I would have Beck Allen come in the game early, even though I think she should personally start because I think she's a better player than Kia Nurse. But if you're not gonna have Rebecca Allen start because you want Kia Nurse to start for whatever reason, she need to come in the game early. And the most important thing they need to do is maybe run some small lineup. Maybe have a lineup with Angel Reese at the 5, and you might have Becky Allen at the 4, and like Kia Nurse at the 3, and Ari Atkins at the 2, and Helen Van Lith or Van Slu at the 1. And that way you could try to run them out the gym when they go big lineup, and see if you could spread the team out that way. You just gotta be creative, cause just like Jacqueline Jones said in her quote, which I wish we would have had it posted, but she said they're gonna try to be physical because they limited in other areas. That's not exact words, so allegedly that's like in paraphrase. But at the end of the day, if she feel like that, that means you have to do something to counteract what she think you're not good at, and that's how you gonna win this game.
That's a great point, man. And shout out to Eagles Brother 92 for the $1 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, appreciate that, Eagles Brother 92. Yeah, y'all go ahead and welcome all the new people that's coming into the chat, man. We see a lot of new names in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming here, man. Somebody sent you over here because, Full Court Trio, man, we doing big things, man, and we appreciate everybody that supports the channel. And I appreciate all the new people that's coming in. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go over to the Full Court Trio and subscribe to the Full Court Trio page, and make sure that you subscribe to all the respective links that all my wonderful moderators are dropping in the channel for our respective solo channels. So if y'all could do that, we would appreciate that, man. But Eagle Brother 92, appreciate you being here. Thanks for the support, and thanks for the $1 super sticker. All right, bro, Claude, what you got? What you think the biggest adjustments need to be done for Chicago to get in the win column?
First off, it's thunderstorming, so all the power had went out. It's thunder. As soon as I get to Chicago, it's thunderstorm. So thank God for that. But I would say we just in the second game in. Tyler Marsh is still figuring it out. It looks like he was in a worse situation than Teaspoon. And trying, that first game to lose by 35 really puts perspective on what you need to work on and what you need to do. It gives you an idea of where you at right then, game one, right? Which is on the ground. I think that he should implement the first start of the rotation that he was successful in the first two preseason games with the starting lineup that he had. They look like they more gelled and got more camaraderie with each other. I don't think both times that he did put Rebecca Allen in to start the game, they lost those games. They
Never
lost.
started.
I'm talking about Kia Nurse was taken out quickly. She had like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. When I looked and redid it, that's what I'm talking about, Sister Keisha.
Oh, okay.
Let the
Uh-oh.
Yeah, y'all got to bear with Bro Claude, man. He had thunderstorms in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, he just came back. Now he back.
to do that type of thing. I think personally, I would like to see him because New York is a big team. I want my bigs in. I want my bigs in. I also would love to see what it looks like with Angel playing the 3, E. Will playing the 4, and Camilla playing the 5. I just want to see how it looks because that's a big lineup. And then maybe we can have Rebecca Allen 6'4", in and out, or whoever, or Ariel Atkins, of course, playing that 2, and Courtney doing what she's doing. But I do want more Haley Van Lift. I do want more Haley. I'm going to express that all the time. Because guess what? She's a rookie, y'all. They don't have a plan for Haley. They don't have no team in the WNBA for the next 10 games have a plan, and we'll have a plan for Haley Van Lift. They can watch all the film they want, but this is a rookie, y'all. And rookies, we already know, are unpredictable. They're unpredictable. So I would like for Haley, to get more minutes, more time to run the offense and see how that works. So basically, I'm sticking with my guns. I think that we're going to be okay. We got belt to ass. That's what it is. It is what it is. And I think that we're only in the second game, y'all. We only in the second game. No crash out for me. I'm not panicking. So let's not panic. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. And that's it.
Okay. I mean, that's all. I heard what everybody said, and I can piggyback off of a lot of y'all's points, but I'm gonna start with Keisha about Rachel or Raquel, whatever her name is, Rachel Banham, just coming up to court, shooting ill-advised threes. I don't need Rachel Banham trying to run the offense. I need Rachel Banham to be the shooter that she's supposed to be.
Yes.
But I need you to take great shots, not bad shots. My thing about it is I don't like when you try to get everything back in one possession.
That's right.
They go down. We saw in the first game, Indiana go down and score. And what did Rachel Banham do? She thought she needed to come up court and jack up a quick 3 before we even got set. And that's why Indiana was getting out in transition, scoring all the transition points. But I will have to start with Coach Tyler Marsh. I would like to see more energy from Tyler Marsh. I would like to see him be more energetic. I would like to see him standing up, pacing the sideline instead of sitting down. I don't know if you guys recall when they did the interview with him, when he was mic'd up, he was sitting down on the bench, no enthusiasm, and he was just bland to me. And he's very soft-spoken, and we knew this about Tyler Marsh. He's a very soft-spoken person, but he got to light a fire up under that team because stuff rolls downhill. You know, if your leader is fearless, then everybody else is going to be fearless. But he has this laid-back mentality, and I don't think the group is rallied around that yet. It's going to take about 3 to 4 to 5 games, me personally, for them to really come together. Also, when everybody's talking about HVL, I would like to see her get more minutes. But the thing about it is, going up against the New York Liberty, like Duvall said, it's a better matchup for Chicago because we saw that last year. It's a better matchup. And when we talking about shooters from the outside, when he's talking about Sabrina Ionescu, and then he said Natasha Cloud, don't think that she can put back-to-back games together the way she is. But you got to understand something. Now, if Natasha Cloud gets it going, you got Sabrina Ionescu from the outside, that leaves Ariel Atkins. She still got to pick her poison. Who do you shut off? Who else is going to be a perimeter defender if both Natasha Cloud and Sabrina are getting off? If Sabrina's out there shooting, who's going to lock her down? To y'all's point, would y'all like to see Kia Nurse in there or Rebecca Allen? I would probably go with Rebecca Allen because of the length. You know, the length causes problem with Sabrina Ionescu because the one thing about Sabrina, when she shoots her shot, she shoots the same shot. So if you put somebody on her with length, there's a possibility Rebecca Allen can get some block shots. Also, when we're talking about Angel Reese is going to be Angel Reese. But the key factor is you got the Loch Ness Monster on the other side of Jacquel Jones. What is Camila Cardoso going to do to prove to everybody that she can be that go-to person, that she can be accounted upon when they call her name? But if we seen any signs of what she did the first game, Chicago going to be in trouble. The thing about it is, I know everybody gave Duvall a hard time when he said, you know, things about Camila Cardoso, but it was just facts. And game one made Duvall look like Astronomics. But the thing about it is, New York Liberty, man, they well equipped, man. They got a stacked squad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But you know, you got to look at it. Breanna Stewart, first game, you know, coming back off of the injury, she looked like the Breanna Stewart of old. Then you got Jacquel Jones. Jacquel Jones can still be effective in the paint, but you know Jacquel Jones can step out and shoot three ball. And outside of that, you got Sabrina. Sabrina was even hitting the mid-range game the first shot. You know what I'm saying? Then, like Duvall said, we didn't expect Natasha Cloud to put in, what, 27? She had 27 the first game or something like that. We didn't expect that. But as far as the Chicago Sky's matching up with them, Chicago Sky's got the pieces. And I would love to see Michaela Onyeawede step up. First game, she was a dud. We need more from her. Also, Ariel Atkins, outside of Angel Reese that had double figures, Ariel Atkins was the only other person in double figures. But at the same time, everybody gave Ariel Atkins, you know, grief because they said, oh, man, she's not doing nothing. The only thing that Ariel Atkins didn't do, she wasn't aggressive enough. She shot 50% from the field, but she only took six shots, 3 of 6, and 2 of 2 from three-point range. We need her to be more aggressive. We know what she can do defensively, get in the passing lanes, disrupt a lot of things, but it comes down to Camila Cardoso trying to dominate on the inside because we know what we're going to get from Angel Reese. Will coming off the bench, and I like Keisha said, I got to agree with Keisha 100%. These starters got to play minutes. You can't set your starters, especially like in game one, you set Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese down at the same time with 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and you let Indiana's lead balloon to 12 at halftime, and then you couldn't recover after that. So I just think, like Duvall said, it's going to be a great matchup, be a better matchup than the Indiana Fever. But at the same time, I just think it starts with the head coach, man. Head coach got to be more enthusiastic, and he got to get the troops ready, man, because his coaching style didn't impress me game one. But I said I wasn't going to fly off the handle. I wasn't going to crash out. I was going to give it some time. But yeah, Tyler Marsh got to be a better head coach.
And that's why, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, KSAP, I don't think they can go small. Angel has to deal with Stewie.
Yeah.
And Camilla's got to deal with JJ. Whenever they're on the court, if we go small, them two can kill us. They can't have. That's why in this game, I do agree a little bit with you, Duvall. Maybe Rebecca Allen needs to start at that 3 spot, and then we'll be a big team. At least while they have that, because they'll have Stewie, JJ, Beavich, on the court all at once. And Area is gonna have to pick up Poison. She's probably, I'm guessing Tyler Marshall probably put her on. Shoot, yeah, that is crazy. It's either Cloud. Look, it's either Cloud or Sabrina.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be.
But if it was me, I would put on Cloud, because Sabrina's shots come from a certain spot.
Exactly.
All the time. So, but yeah, I absolutely don't think they can go small. When Stewie and JJ are on the court, Camilla and Angel have to be on the court, or they're gonna get creamed. That's just my opinion. Because Stewie is a very versatile big.
Oh yeah. So you
And
don't think
the only
you don't think E-Will can come in the game and spell Angel some spot minutes and you know what I'm saying? And
she can spell a little bit. No, she's versatile, and Angel is a versatile defender. E-Will is not like a versatile defender like that. When Stewie goes to sit down, yeah, Angel can sit down, but if Stewie is in there cooking, I don't know if E-Will can contend with Stewie.
Do you put Michaela on your way day on her? You put
Lord, me and Michaela can't come in at the 4 period. You talking about at 3?
Yeah, at the 3. I mean, the way she be running around the court like she did the first game, getting all that cardio. I mean, I know her stamina's up. You know what I'm saying? She could be a disruptor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she can go down. She can go down and help because she's athletic enough to get back when she hedges. You know what I'm saying? Like, you playing your man at the top of the key. If they put you in any action, you should be able to get down and help. You know what I'm saying? And then get back. I mean, I think she's versatile enough to do that. I mean, some people say that, she should be able to do that.
I agree. I just need her to be at the 3 when she's doing it. I don't want to see her at the 4. If I see her at the 4 in this game, Tyler Marshall's point shaving. I don't know what he's doing, because that's putting Michaela at a severe disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Is this, and you don't get any rebounding from that. But I'm with Bro Claude. I would like to see that lineup he was talking about with Angel at the 3 and E-Will at the 4 and Camilla at the 5. But I don't know if this is the game to try that out, because the Loch Ness Monster and Stewart get it cooking. And then you got Cloud running around there dishing with Sabrina. It's a lot to stop. And the small people on our team ain't our bench play. No, can't do it. Can't go small. Not in my opinion.
So you don't think the small ball lineup will work for the Sky?
No, not against the Liberty.
And Ben G, I do agree with you. We got to stay out of foul trouble, man. I mean, Camilla got to stay on the floor, given the opportunity, man. She can't be lazy and commit stupid fouls, man. See, I've always been in the frame of mind, when you commit fouls, stupid fouls, that means you're tired. You know what I'm saying? They them tired fouls that you shouldn't be committing. But
and Big Girl is right. Camilla can't. She can't guard JJ. But what else we got? You know.
Talking about my son come crashing up here and talking about Halliburton just hit the game winner over New York.
Oh,
Came back
Lord.
from 14 down with
I
4
mean,
minutes left.
we ain't got nobody else but Camila
Yeah.
Cardoso. What else can we do? Angel can't guard all the bigs.
But hey, but people,
I mean,
Keisha, but people said that Camila Cardoso was that person. E. Will was gonna be that person. So what's the problem now? Oh, tie game.
I do know this. If Camilla come out there not being assertive or whatever we call it, and she over there just slapping people and getting in foul trouble, you're gonna have to go to E. Will.
Slap.
I will sit her down. I'm serious. I wouldn't care if I lose the game. I will sit her down. I wouldn't I'm not one of them people that keep repeating myself over and over. Either you want to play or you don't. I don't have time for it. Come in, you 6'7", you just as big as Jonquel Jones.
Yeah.
Why 4? You can't guard her, or at least attempt to guard her. When I seen you guard Asia Wilson and block her like 4 or 5 times, where's that Camilla?
Yeah. That's what I said. But notice all Camilla's blocks come from the backside though.
I get it.
She don't play you straight up and stuff the ball back down in your face. It's always coming from the backside.
Can I just talk to you, Camilla? Listen to me. Listen to me, Camilla. All I need you to do is frustrate JJ.
Yeah.
Just frustrate her. JJ be losing her cool sometimes. Just frustrate her. So I don't know. It's a tough game. It's a tough matchup. The Liberty team, they're champions for a reason. And then they went out there and did something diabolical, like adding Natasha Cloud. I mean, it's unfair, man.
I'm surprised Natasha Cloud got off the way she did the first game, though. Like Duvall said, like he don't expect her to do that against Chicago. But we're gonna see who gonna slow her down. Vandersloot? Vandersloot gonna slow her down?
In the same city. She living a dream, baby.
Yeah. Is Vandersloot gonna slow her down?
Shut up. Stop.
I'm just asking a question. I'm gonna let Duvall answer that. Is Vandersloot gonna slow Natasha Cloud down on Duvall?
In a situation like that, I'll probably put Sabrina. I'll put Vandersloot on Sabrina on defense, and like put Ari Atkins on Natasha in the Cloud. I don't think because somebody like Vandersloot is the weak link on the defensive side of the ball. Let's be honest. I mean, now you could be smart and try to put her on Fevich, because I don't think Fevich is not somebody that could beat you like that. And you could put Kia Nurse on like Sabrina Ionescu and put Ari Atkins on McLeod if you wanted to do it that way. Because like I said, if Fevich beat you, you know what I'm saying, tip your cap off to her and say congratulations.
You said put Vandersloot on Fevich?
Yeah.
And Fevich 6'4".
That don't mean nothing. She not somebody that
she gonna shoot on the top of her.
But on that offense, she maybe the 4th, 5th option.
But she's gonna become the number 1 option when
you see the mismatch. When you see the mismatch, you gotta exploit the mismatch.
Yeah, you say that, but like I said, till I see that, then I'll make whatever necessary adjustments. But until then, I would take my chances. If I had to face them defensively, I will put Vandersloot on Fevich.
And then you got the Energizer Bunny coming off the bench in Sabali.
Yes. Now,
that's the thing. Can E-Will deal with Sabali?
And see, the thing about Chicago, they gotta win. They gotta win the minutes when Angel's on the bench. They gotta win the minutes.
Tyler's gonna have to play Maddie Westbell. I don't know what he's doing, but he's gonna have to play her. He's gonna have to play her too in this game.
Yeah.
E-Will is gonna get overrun on the second unit.
I've said it. I'm gonna stand by what I say, man. I think Haley Van Lith will be the game changer. I just think that she need like Angela. You taking the words right out of my mouth, Angela.
But he don't trust HBL though.
They don't trust none of them young people. They don't trust Maddie Westbell
or
because preseason game, right? You in a preseason game. And a preseason game is really supposed to be for showcase, right? To see what you are capable of doing. And you still bringing Maddie Westbrook and HVL in the game when the game is over.
I know.
That's diabolical, man.
Because he one of them coaches. You don't want to play the rookies. At least allegedly, that's what it's
Yeah.
given.
Yeah.
That's what it's given.
But I think
He'll rather have Rachel Banham or Raquel, whatever her name is. He'll rather give her the ball and tell her to facilitate instead of which is real crazy because I'm looking at Tyler Marsh with a side eye right now because you were a developmental coach. So start developing these rookies. And I don't get it. Banham should not be doing no playmaking abilities, man. At all.
I just want to know what Tyler Marsh did with Michaela Onyeawede over the off season. Because I mean
she didn't look better to me.
She didn't look like she progressed. I'll let Bro Claude.
I don't know.
Talk to us about Michaela Onyeawede. Go ahead, Bro Claude, man. Because I see you back there getting irritated, man. What's going on?
He tried to develop her into a forward. That would look like to me. But go ahead, Bro Claude.
I think we are mistaken. I think that Michaela will be okay in her position. I also think that Michaela knows that she did not show up. Man, y'all got to remember, these are professional basketball players. I don't give a daggone if you don't believe in them or not. Washington Mystics proved that. Washington Mystics, they're about to be 3-0 after tonight. Who would thought? I do want, that's because they're playing their rookie. They have to play their rookie, of course, but their rookie is doing well. You understand? So Kiki is doing well. Give the young people a chance. This is what they do. They're young. They got the win. No more Rachel Banham coming down shooting threes and nobody's under the basket. I don't know what the hell, what he done told her. I know he did work with her during the off season. He said it and stated it himself that Rachel stayed in Chicago the whole off season. I don't know what she stayed here doing, watching the snowfall.
I know what she stayed and did. You want me to tell you before you finish? She stayed and learned how to be the one.
She was eating ice cream. She was eating ice cream. She took some of that snow that came down in Chicago. She was making nice ice cream for the off season, and her and Marsh had some Chicago ice cream snowballs. I don't know what to tell you, but Michaela Onyeawede, I think that she has always been overlooked, but it's also like K-Sap said, it's up to Michaela to prove that she belongs on this team. I'm not gonna disagree with Boss when he said that. It's her job to prove that she belongs on this team. And the first game was not a first game for her because you didn't find her. She did not do anything that I saw that was an improvement from last year. Heck, she didn't do nothing that she did last year in this first game. So I think that Maddie also should play because, hey, that second unit, I would think that you would be able to challenge the New York Liberty second team. We do have a bunch of shooters, allegedly, right? So by us having a bunch of shooters, allegedly, we should be able to fire that thing up. We already know that the first teams check themselves. We know that Chicago can match up with these people. You understand? I'm not gonna cuss Team Camilla. I already know, baby niece. Anyway, I'm saying that Kia Nurse should be in more. Haley Van Lift should be in more. Magic Man, go ahead, get the money.
Hey, appreciate you, Magic Man. He's been a member for 7 months. He said peace and abundance and divine blessings to the family. I appreciate that. Like I said, man, I see a lot of new faces in here, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. Go ahead, continue, bro, Claude.
Yeah. So the thing is that what I'm saying is that at the end of the day gotta end. And you got to do what you need to do. Because what they're doing right now, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. We're not going to be a feasible team with Coach Marsh being laid back, non-animated, and like I said before, I told everybody else this. He comes from that old school coach over there on the Aces. And then that other old school coach over there on the Lynx. He comes from an old regime who don't like rookies. I don't know why, but this got to stop. They're going to be phased out. He's too young. He's 35 years old. He 37 years old. He has an opportunity as a young coach to be able to get with these young players, to be able to implement a strategy with the new school. This is a game that's evolving and it's getting faster, y'all. The game has gotten faster. With New York, New York and the Dream is probably the slowest team on the floor, right? Because they have the biggest players, right? So the thing is that we have to take care of that. Yes, we do match up well with New York, but how do we match up? And how do we use that lineup? And where will we implement Michaela Alouette? Where do you want her, Tyler Marsh? What do you want? Is she going to play the 3, or is she going to play the 4, or she's going to be switch it out? You know what I mean? We know she can't play the 4, not against Stewie. So it's a lot of what ifs and what. We have to be able to implement the useful players because they're not scrubs. I don't think or believe that nobody on the Chicago Sky that has been these last 12 are scrubs. Players have to be used in their strengths. Chicago Sky won a championship with so-called mediocre players. The only one that had a lot of merits was CP and Vandersloot. You know what I mean? At that time when they won. Everybody else were making names for themselves. Give these girls a chance to make names for themselves. Give them girls to make names. If they bust, they bust. We understand that. We knew where they were when we started. I think that we have an opportunity right now. I think we have the opportunity for everything to go right because everything went wrong in that first game. I'm done.
My only caveat to what you're saying, bro, Claude, is we know what Rachel Banham is. So she don't need to make no name for herself. We already know what her name is. She ain't gonna something that just elevate into something
outside of her. That's what I already gave you.
I just think she played 19 minutes.
Yes.
3 minutes less than your star.
Yes. Haley has to be activated.
That's crazy.
Haley has to be activated. And I agree with KSAP. Haley has to be activated. That's our only advantage. Her and West Belt is our only advantage, right? Because they don't know what these young people are going to do. They don't know what they're going to do. So
And Sloop got to play better. She didn't play well.
Yeah, well, Sloop don't do that. No, she gonna be all right. Sloop, I'm not worried.
Sloop got to play better. Yeah,
you know, it's
I
all.
I understand what you're saying, bro, Claude. When you talk about everybody gonna be all right, man. That's wishful thinking, man.
If Tyler Marsh does what you said he needs to do.
Because I'm looking at Micaiah Onyeawede. How long she been in the league? She's going. This is her 5th year, ain't it?
It's her 4th.
4th year, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So she's not a rookie. She's been playing in the WNBA, and you know, she got a lot of expectations on her.
Yes, she was rookie of the year. She was rookie of the year in 21.
Because you know everything that Tyler Marsh spoke about her in the national news in Chicago. And like I told,
he didn't do none of that. That girl
Yeah.
didn't look nothing like what he talked about.
Yep, and I told Keisha, we spoke about it. Jeff P. and Tyler Marsh sold us wolf tickets. They sold us wolf tickets, man. Because this notion that you want to play fast and get up all these threes, you don't need that, man. Because this puts a precedent in your player's head that you got the green light. Anytime you come down court, you can shoot a damn three.
Yeah.
And that's what Rachel Banham thought. She had the green light, where she had the ultimate green light to come down and jack for beats. And we ran no offensive sets in the first half. When the game was tight, they was down 5. He took Angel and Camilla out and set them down for the last 3 minutes of the half. That ballooned up to 12. When they was in the game, Angel Reese was running that high action at the top of the key, getting people involved, even taking the ball to the basket. Also, she stepped back and hit a 3. But like I said, if I'm Angel Reese and I'm at the top of the key where you know that's your hot spot, that's like Irish spring green. And if people back it off of me, I'm taking that shot every time. I'm saying we're going to go down on my sword. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
Like Keisha said, now you got Rachel Banham out there thinking she can run the offense. But as soon as the ball got back to Rachel Banham, she never gave the ball back to nobody.
And then she didn't let her team get set to get no rebound.
Exactly.
She'd already jacked it up.
That's why Indiana was beating them in transition. That's why Caitlin Clark was getting them half-court passes, people cutting to the basket, because we can't get back. The ball moves faster than the man. You taught when you start playing basketball, ball you man. If you can't see the ball, you just out there.
Andre Edwards, I'm going to challenge you. Did you see Angel score 12 points or didn't you? And then did you see her get 17 rebounds? It wasn't because she under the basket, so you could get the hell out of here with that. She was shooting from outside, so she wasn't
I ain't
underneath.
giving them people no
I got him. Andre Edwards, stop lying. If you're gonna be in the chat and tell the truth of a real true assessment of what you saw Angel do. She missed 3 layups underneath the basket. The rest of those shots was outside and rebounds off of what Caitlin Clark shot. Okay, so stop putting that lie. You're lying. Be factual. Facts over feelings. You feel a certain way, come here and be fair. Oh, you weren't talking about not Angel. I'm talking about Emma. Okay. All right. I'm off of it.
You're off of it.
I'm off of it.
Off of it.
I mean, you just look at the shot chart, and that tells you all these outside. I'm looking at the shot chart now. All these outside jacked up shots. And I get it, you got shooters, but you ain't got them type of shooters. You ain't got people that's at 38% from 3, 39. You ain't got them people. You got people that are probably hit 2 out of 6 every game. So you can't give everybody the green light. Somebody got to get an easier shot. Same thing I was saying about the dream, like just going out. Who that was? Ryan Howard just running out there to the 3-point line, jacking up shots. You
Can't do that.
You
can't
can't
do that.
do it.
Somebody's got to get. That's why I say Ariel Atkins needs to be more involved in this offense. She's a 3-level scorer. She has versatility to her scoring. So
Can I say this?
Insert her. And
He
let
will.
Lou go off ball sometime.
Did y'all see Brittany Grinder?
Nah, we don't want to talk about that. We talked about that last night. Everybody told me that she was washed, but go ahead.
Did y'all see? I didn't tell you, but did you see Whitney Grinder? She yelled at Ryan Howard not to shoot the ball until she's under the basket.
Yeah,
that's what a good leader does.
Don't shoot the ball. Wait till I'm under the basket. Dang.
But that's what happened. That's what happened to Chicago the first game against Indiana. Rachel Banham coming down, shooting all them ill-advised threes, never gave Chicago a chance to get back. They was killing them in transition, man.
That's so frustrating.
It is.
I mean, it's so frustrating. Listen, you so ignorant to what's going on in your IQ, your basketball IQ. You got a 6'7", you got a 6'4", you got a 6'3" rebounder that can grab everything coming off the rim, and you shoot the ball when your number one rim grabber rebounder is in mid-court motion. She's coming. You shoot the ball, Rachel. You look at this. You shooting the ball, Rachel, and Angel is at half court she's trying to get there. She's like, oh, well, might as well turn around.
Yeah, it was a part in that game where she got to mid-court and just said.
Yeah, she said, I saw, see, I watched the game within the game. I watched every camera angle that puts on these players and how their reactions are. I see it all, man. So, we'll just say we got to bounce back, man, and it's tomorrow. So they've been sitting there, dwindling in this loss. I hope that, like Lusher said, let it burn. I hope they've been watching film. And if I'm Ariel Atkins, I'm looking at that film saying, look, I just need to be more aggressive and be the Ariel Atkins that you was, when you played on the championship team. So,
but why they can't run stuff for like they do on the field?
Call your coach. Call your coach so we can.
Why they can't run stuff for? That's what I don't understand.
Call your coach.
Well,
okay, I'm gonna call him tomorrow morning.
I'll tell you this, Keisha. To be honest with you, it's only two people on that team that can make their own shot. It's only two people on Chicago Sky that can make their own shot. Damn it. You know who that is? Ariel Atkins and Haley Van Lith. That's it.
I would have to totally agree with you, bro, Claude.
No, it's only two people.
And I don't agree with you 96% of the time, but I agree with you this time.
It's only two people that can do that. Why are we not having play action when we're getting stuck in offense? Why we're not going into play action with our person that can go into a play action and create their own shot when things get stagnant?
Because Rachel Banham can't run the pick and roll.
No,
like Keisha said, she don't need to be being a ball handler.
No,
get to your spot, let the ball find you, and get us a good shot.
Right. We don't.
And let's move on.
She shouldn't be on ball.
We don't want that
at all.
I know Duvall tried to say something. What would you get ready to say?
Go ahead. Even her ball handling skills are suspect. Go ahead, Duvall.
Nah, I was gonna just ask Bro Clark, when you say somebody that can create their own shot, what you mean by that?
I explained it real thoroughly. When the offense gets stagnant, meaning that Camilla not breaking to the basket, Angel is getting played hard by Stewie, hands in the air, right? Vandersloot is undersized. we can say Sabrina or Tasha is on Vandersloot. Ariel Atkins have the ball. She can create her own shot, meaning that she has the handles. She's able to get to her spots whenever she wants to. She can get to her spots. She got nice handles to do it. She has done it since she's been in the WNBA. And Haley Van Lith can do it also. That's
So
what
my question is why Angel name ain't mentioning that?
Nah, she can't be mentioning that, man. When the
Come on,
offense
man.
bogged
Come on,
down,
man.
man, she can't.
I'm
She
keeping
can't create.
it.
her own
I'm
shot,
keeping
man.
it as look.
She can create her own shot. That
Nah.
don't mean she can make it every time, but she can create it.
Nah.
Listen, brother Duvall, you're not gonna get me in the trick bag.
You got
Angel
in that
can
trick
run,
bag.
no, Angel can run the offense high-low game. She has dribbling ability. She can beat certain times. I'm not going to play with the people. I'm going to be straight up and honest with the people. Angel can develop creating her shot, but we know that she can play downhill. Creating your shot and being able to play downhill is two different things.
Two different things.
It's two different things, brother. It's two different aspects of the game. Okay.
The thing about what he's trying to say is when the offense bogged down and you give the ball to Angel Reese and you say, go get a bucket, it's not happening.
That's not happening.
It's not happening.
Not happening.
The difference with Ariel Atkins is she's a 3-level scorer. She can shoot from the outside, she can shoot from the mid-range, and she can get to the basket. But she just has to be more aggressive. And I think the same thing with Haley Van Lith. People might beg to differ, but I think the same thing about Haley Van Lith. She got a nice, creation where she can step back, create the separation on the defense and get that 3 ball off. And sometimes she got that little step back and they think she's going to shoot the 3 and she still got control of the ball and she's stepping in for the mid-range. And also she can get to the basket. She's one of them deceptive point guards that can get to the basket when you don't think she can get to the basket.
Absolutely. So a surprise. Like happy birthday. That's what Haley
I
is.
say this all due respect. A woman that got 27, 10, 25, and 15, 24, 21, she can get her own shot when she needs to.
Stop that, Duvall.
Just because she's not offensively fluid like the players that y'all like to follow, that don't mean she cannot get her own shot.
You just said it right there. You just said it. She's not offensively fluid.
But that don't mean she can't get her own shot. That don't mean she can't.
That's what that means. Isaiah Thomas created that. And Oscar Robertson was the inventor of that. So bro, that's all I'm saying. She will be able to do it. I'm not saying that my baby girl won't be able to do it. Right now, we're not looking for Angel to do that right now. We need wins right now.
The thing about Angel needs to be confident enough to take the shots that people are giving her. That's the difference.
I agree.
You look at game 1, all the open shots that she could have shot from the foul line back to the 3-point line, she was reluctant to take it.
Yes.
And that goes to show that, okay, if I give you the ball, you're going to be looking out there confused if I ask you to go get your own shot. Because they giving you the shot, you just won't take it.
Yes.
You just won't take it. Just because you go and hurt college numbers and you give up 27 and 10, that's not telling me nothing about you being able to get your own shot, create your own shot.
Yes.
You look at the NBA, there's a lot of players that can score, but they need people to get them the ball to score because they can't create their own shot.
No, King Pisces Nathan, I said, so you can understand, big bro, I know you always on my team. I said that Ariel Atkins and Haley Van Lith are the 2 people who can create their own shot. Kia Nurse, yes, she does have dribbling ability, but Kia Nurse is a catch and shoot girl. She is deadly. She's a catch and shoot Girl, she can dribble, she can pat the ball, but that's not her style of play. We're talking about exactly what Caitlin Clark pushes off, but she can create her own shot. But Pow Pow, Tahina Pow Pow, can create her own shot. You know why? She got that dip, crossover, behind the back, step back, clean step back. She done it on Caitlin Clark and every last opponent that then tried to stick her. She can dribble the ball, step back, and do the same. You know what I mean? Haley can do it. Ariel Atkins have done it her whole career. That's why she was killing them in Washington. And that's why they wanted her in Chicago, because Ariel Atkins can create her own shot. Yeah. We ain't looking for Angel. I mean, damn, Duvall. Angel doing everything already.
And this is a testament to what Bro Claude and me we're trying to say. If that was the case, then why not run the offense through Angel Reese instead of Camila Cardoso?
That's not a question I can answer. When numbers I gave you, that wasn't in her college. That was last year. That last year gets the defeats of colleges of the world. Like I said, she could. When I'm saying she can, I ain't saying she could. Like I said, she's not offensively fluid, but she's a capable scorer. That is somebody.
That's a difference. That's not a difference. But yes, it is. That's a difference between creating your own shot,
bro.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Duvall. The points that Angel Reese got, where was the majority of her points at?
In the paint.
Okay.
Or drive to the basket. Yes.
Okay.
Downhill.
That goes back to what I said when we saw game one. Angel Reese had an opportunity to shoot up a lot of shots. Nobody guarding her. She's reluctant to take the shot. People that can create their own shots, you leave them open, they shooting that shot.
But this is what we got to be fair. This is what we have to be fair. We don't know what that coach is telling her too.
It's not about the coach. Angel is a professional. If you're a professional, if you saying she's a professional scorer, the way that you advocating for her, I don't care what the coach telling me.
That's right.
Look at all the coaches, what they used to try to tell Kobe. Did he pay that attention?
Did he pay any attention? He didn't pay none of it attention.
Professional scorer.
Phil Jackson, a Hall of Fame coach, he said, yeah, all right, Phil, but guess what I'm going to do? All right, Phil, I got you. Shaq, shut up and get the ball from down there.
That's
Shaq,
the difference, man. These girls, like he said, Ariel Atkins, we know she can create any shot that she wants, like Lakeisha said. She's a 3-level scorer.
She's a 3-level scorer.
She can go from the outside to the mid-range and get to the basket. What we trying to do with Angel Reese is get her the confidence to take the shots.
Absolutely.
When they're wide open. Absolutely. Because like I said, after the first game, I came over here and said, Angel Reese had so many opportunities to make the Indiana Fever pay from the foul line back to the three-point line where she was reluctant to take the shot. And you're saying, I don't know what the coach is telling her. I don't care what the coach is telling me. If I got confidence in my scoring ability, I'm going to go out there and do it.
I'm a professional basketball player.
That's the difference, man. But I feel what you're saying, Duvall. I mean, that's your opinion. But I have to respectfully disagree with that. I have to agree with Bro Claude on this about Ariel Atkins and Haley Van Lith. That is a difference. And even with Rachel Banham, she can't create her own shot. She just jacks for beats.
Yeah, she can't create.
Somebody has to set her up for her to get a shot.
It's a reason, Duvall. It's a reason. Did you hear Magic Johnson? And he loved himself. He said that Isaiah Thomas can pat the ball better than he can. He said because he's closer to the ground. I'm 6'9", so the ball coming to my hand from the ground is slower than a man that's 6'1" or 5'11". Actually, he was 5'11". that man is closer to the ground, so the pattern on that ball is quicker, faster, and the pull-up is quick. I mean, Allen, we talking about Ivo. You think Madge can match what Iverson did? No, and you ain't gonna see that. Now, can LeBron handle the ball? Yes, he can. LeBron can handle the ball, but he can't pack that boy like that boy over there on the Mavericks. He can't pack that ball like that boy over there, that skilled player that can create his own shot, put the ball on the ground. He throw the ball like it's a yo-yo behind his back, through his legs. Then Kyrie can do it all. Come on, it's a difference, bro.
That's a difference. And I will say this. Now, Duvall, I'll give you this to what I'm saying. If Angel Reese starts taking the shots that are wide open for her, she can develop into being another person that can create for her own self. Absolutely. Now you have to respect it. And the reason why I say this, follow where I'm going at. I've always used this terminology when I played. When I was in high school, I had a terminology. You step up on me, you get laid. You step back, you get jade, right? Mm-hmm. Now you got the defense in the trick bag. Yes, so if Angel takes the shots that are available for her, and she starts knocking them down, what does that do for the defense? Now the defense got to come out and guard her.
Pull up.
Now you see she got the ability to put the ball on the ground and go to the basket. Now that's going to be a difference. Now you'll see Angel Reese as the type of player that now you got to respect it, because now she can create for her own self. Angel, her problem is she don't have that confidence to take the shots that are there for her that is wide open.
Look at the three that she
made. I don't need you. I don't need you to run the offense each and every time.
No,
you're that special. You have to elevate. You have to, enhance your game. And for Angel to enhance her game is start with the wide open shots that they give you. How you going to score if you don't take the shot? You see what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Wade said it best. Angel, you've been doing all this working in the offseason. You did all this working in Unrivaled. Now trust your skill set when it comes to the WNBA. Take them shots.
Take those shots. Take them. Dwayne Wade was another guy.
Once she takes them steps, the ball, then we'll see another bag that Angel Reese can put out there. When I say certain players got a lot of tools in a two bag, she got to start adding tools to their two bag, because she got to make the defense respect her, because right now the defense don't respect Angel Reese.
No.
You just watch how Indiana Fever played her. Go back and watch the tape. It was too many wide open shots. When she hit that first three, I said, Angel, you got to take that every time you get a chance, because it was wide open. I'll land right there. You got anything you need to say on this, Keisha, before we move on to the next topic?
All I got to say is if Tyler Marsh is head coach and he know he only got one person out there that he giving minutes to that can get their own shot in 3 levels, and he let the second person stay on the bench, it's diabolical, man.
I think Tyler Marsh in his own trick bag.
I think he thought he was smarter than the average bear. That's what I thought he was.
You're overthinking it.
He thought he was going to run all these actions, get people to their spot. When I say spot, spot up shooters and rain threes on people. And when that crap didn't work, he didn't have no second plan.
But the thing about it is, Keisha, it would work if the ball was in the right people's hands.
And so when he tried to go to the pick and roll between Sloop and Camila Cardoso was being passing up. She was like, Sloop passed it to her. And
it ran out the shot clock. It ran out the shot clock.
Passed it back to her, and she said, I don't want no part of this. And
she didn't even make a move, Keisha.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you one thing about, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I started to look at Sloop's side wide, because you got side eye, because you got one more time You do that to me, I'm going to somebody else. I'm going somewhere else with the ball. You wouldn't do that to me ever again. You don't want it, that's fine.
That
I'm
pissed
going
me
to find
off right
somebody
there.
else to do it.
That pissed me off right there. Go ahead, bro, Claude. What was you going to say?
Okay, great historian move, y'all. Great historian move. Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller, Angel Reese, same height. Angel Reese does not have the skill set right now that Cheryl Miller had of putting the ball on the floor. But even though she had the skills, Cynthia Cooper was so cold and so aggravated that Cheryl Miller would dribble that ball. But she said that that girl was just so cold. I knew she was better than me. But she had a point to prove. When Cynthia Cooper had Cheryl Miller, a person that's 6'3", Cynthia Cooper was able and known, even in professional basketball, which helped her win in Houston, how to create her own shot. She learned it from Cheryl Miller. But she was faster than Cheryl Miller. This is my point, Duval. We know that Angel ain't faster than Haley Van Lith. We know that right now, Angel is not faster than Ariel Atkins. Let's keep it a buck. It's okay. But can she be better than them? Sure, she has nothing but a ceiling that she can grow into this thing. CP, Candace Parker, she put the ball on the ground. But she wasn't trying to listen. Listen, dog. I'm just, I'm not aggravated or anything. I'm just trying to tell you it's a difference. It's a difference. She's not Candace Parker yet. Is she better at rebounding than Candace Parker? Sure she is. Yes, she's the greatest double-double queen that we've ever saw. But when we talk about creating, Candace Parker can create her own shot because she was going to let it fly. Rookie season, she came right on in and let that thing go. First game. And still has the history of that record for a rookie. We're not looking at that on my baby Angel Reese. She's a developmental player who's going to be great and a Hall of Famer. But she has to be one thing I want to do with y'all, chat, about me knowing so much history. I'm not going to cheat the chat in my confidence of what Angel can do. I'm going to talk about what I know my baby girl can do and what she can grow into. But she's not the player that Candace Parker was. She's not the player that Cheryl Miller was at that height. Will she be better? Yes, because she already a greater rebounder than both of those girls. Already. All she has to do is work on her pull-up. Pull up on you.
Totally agree with that, man. Totally agree with that. And June Brown, don't do that, man. She talking about what is this? Hate on Angel Night? How are we hating on Angel Reese? See, I don't like that. How are we hating on
she heard me
Angel
say
Reese?
My baby girl. She heard me
By
say
just, saying what we would like to see from Angel Reese. Just because we say she can't create her own shot, that's hating. We got to stop that, guys. Stop. We talking basketball. We just saying what we want to see from Angel Reese so she can take her game to the next level. And just like I said, if she starts knocking down the shots that people don't defend her on, now the defense got to respect her. Because right now, what I'm seeing, the Indiana Fever is not a defensive team, and they didn't respect Angel Reese with that ball at the top of the key. That's all I'm saying. And we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna move off on to the next topic, and our next topic is we got to talk about it, man. We watched a good game last night between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever, and one thing stood out and was very glaring in a close game that your girl Caitlin Clark was pulled out by not Christy Sides, but Stephanie White.
You know, right?
Yeah. You see how I was trolling on that by Christy Sides. You see how I spun that? You know what I'm saying? But y'all see it on there. Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever. Nice transition into the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to let you go on this, Duvall. So what do you think? I mean, I don't know if you watched the game last night. Did you see in the close game that Caitlin Clark was pulled out of the game for defensive purposes?
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Fever. They did the same thing with the Sky. She's not a defensive player. But my problem is the media, the fan base, the narrative, they don't criticize her for that. And it's when it comes to Angel, it's the opposite. Great defensive player. Because she's not fluid offensively, she get disrespected because of that. And so this is not a surprise to me. Because like I said, I seen it against the Chicago Sky. I seen it last year. She's not a good defensive player. She cannot guard nobody. She cannot move her feet. She's not somebody that has a great IQ when it comes to recognizing the pick and roll defense and recognizing getting to her spots and holding her defenders to bad shot opportunities. That's not who she is. She has limitations when it comes to defense. That's why I don't think they will win it all. Because at the end of the day, at some point, you have to play defense. In the playoff atmosphere, you have to play defense at half court. If you cannot do that, at the end of the day, you're not going to win.
Exactly.
I don't care how many threes she can shoot, which her three-point percentage, except for this year, is overrated. And so until she could get to a point where she could be a true, complete player, she's not going to win a championship. She will look good. She will look fancy. Like I said, if this was like a dinner course, yeah, she looked like some great ice cream and cake. But like I said, she will never be the main course. Because it's more than just shooting threes and being a carnival act that, you know what I'm saying, that calls you to be considered a great player or a champion. You have to play defense, and she don't play defense. She's not only that. Last year, I see all the Fever games where they'll hire her on the worst player on defense. So she won't exert energy on defense, so she can use it all on offense. You're not going to have success running a team that way. And so until she commits to defense, until she commits to be a true two-way player, her game going to be limited, and her team's success is going to be limited.
Well, you spoke that well, Duvall, but let me get this, and then I'm gonna let Keisha go. My take on that, I have to agree with Duvall 100%, because when I was watching the game, and I've always said this goes back to what I said about in 2014-15, when Cleveland and Golden State was always playing in the championship game. Steve Kerr, it's a testament to his great coaching, knowing that Steph Curry was a liability on defense. Close games, he had to take him out, defense for offense, because what they was doing was seeking him out. And if you notice, they won championships when he was doing that. But it came back to bite him in the butt in 2016 when he was reluctant to take Steph Curry off the court when Cleveland had that last possession. And like they said in all the docuseries, they were seeking out Steph Curry to get that switch on Kyrie, because if you notice, J.R. Smith had the ball. Klay Thompson came up and tried to set a pick. Klay Thompson went with J.R. Smith. Steph Curry had to stay with Kyrie. Now Kyrie got the matchup that he wanted. He seeked Steph Curry out, and the rest is history. So what I'm trying to say, the same thing with Caitlin Clark, like Duvall is saying, is she's a liability on defense. And somebody came in the chat, I'm not going to mention no names because you know who that person was, and said that Caitlin Clark has made tremendous strides defensively in game one. Nope. What did she do in game one that showed y'all that she made some strides defensively? Nothing at all.
They say she got blocks.
Yeah, they said she got 4 blocks. Come on now. Come on, guys. Let's keep it a buck. Now you get in there to game 2 is nip and tuck. You down the stretch. Supposedly your best player should be on the floor at all times, but that's a testament to Stephanie White and her great coaching, knowing that Caitlin Clark is a defensive liability. Calls a timeout and gets Caitlin Clark out of the game in a one-possession game where you needed a stop. And everybody is mad that Caitlin Clark was pulled. These Indiana Fever fans, man, it's the fan base. They crashing out, throwing Stephanie White under the bus already after 2 games. Every time Indiana, what they expect Indiana to go 44-0? And every time they lose, they don't want to hold the players accountable. They always want to blame it on the coach. But like Duvall said, in the playoffs, you know, it slows down. You see what happened last year when they played Connecticut in the playoffs, when it slowed down. Connecticut was seeking her out every time and getting what they wanted to get. So that's the difference, man. Rightfully so. She should have been off the court. And I think when the games are close with Indiana, Stephanie White's going to pull the trigger again. Caitlin Clark, you can't be on the floor. We going offense for defense. So, you know, she's a liability out there. She's still a cone. I haven't seen no improvement defensively at all. If you're just going to focus on the blocks like y'all did last year, y'all said she was a great 3-point shooter, but when the 3 points wasn't falling, y'all was like, oh, look at her tremendous passing. That's what they do. They try to move the narrative. But I'll let you go, Keisha.
Well, I guess I'm the only one here for old Cece. I know Cece is a lot of people running around, Fever organization, hooping and hollering and telling you the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm going to tell you, baby girl, ignore all them people, they lying to you. You don't ever want your coach to have to take you out in the pivotal moment of a game when it comes down to a win or a loss. You don't want to have to put your coach in that position to make that decision to take you out. When you want to be in the fire when your team needs you, because you are so deadly on offense. And even if you're not hitting, you are a threat. So you're always valuable on the offensive end. If your coach have to take you out because of defensive liability, you are hurting the offense of your team because you're not on the floor. So ignore all those trolls, them stands, and all that. At least get some type of moving ability on defense. At least give me some effort so your coach don't have to take you off the floor. Because that the playoffs is going to come down the stretch. We saw it in the finals. We've seen many players with an offensive game get down to the last series or to the finals and can't close the deal. Luka, what the beard, can't come up clutch because they don't play defense.
Yeah.
And no matter how great you are, it gets tight in the playoffs. And a lot of things get drawn down. You play those teams more than one time. They know all of your weaknesses and they know how to attack it. So ignore all the stands. You gotta get you a private coach to help you with your defensive outside of practice. You gotta learn how to move your feet. You gotta give me some effort. Yes, I like that you block chase down blocking. I get it. But those things are not happening during the pivotal time of the game. So yesterday, to Fever fans, yeah, it looks like, okay, Stephanie White took out and we still lost. But what do you want Stephanie White to do? Leave her in and then the dream just blow right by? And then it wouldn't have been close at all? You see what I'm saying?
A parked car.
Yeah. So she defense too is a mindset. And right now she don't have that mindset, but she's got to get it if she wants to take the next level. Because she's a deadly weapon. I wouldn't want her off the floor. I wouldn't want her off the floor. I don't care. I know some people say it in chat. She played 37 minutes. Yeah, that's cool. But the 2 minutes they needed her,
she wasn't on the court.
She couldn't play.
Yep.
And that's what it came down to. Her and her team walked down the dream. It looked like the dream was about to choke it away.
Yep.
And they couldn't close the deal because they couldn't leave you on the floor. So I don't know what you got to do. Get with a coach, get with somebody, get with Stephanie White, because Stephanie White's a defensive coach. So, I know she worked on a lot of stuff in the off season. but like the same thing you talk about with Angel Reese, whatever you worked on in the offense, it has to translate into the game. You got to move them puppies. You got to run up on people. You got to take onus on that just as much as you try to get people out the stands for the logo threes. You got to take pride in defense. Defense is the mindset, like I say. But you don't never, I'm going to tell you, you cannot, same thing Luka is going through. You will get all the accolades. People will give up a lot of things to get you and all that stuff and put you on their team. That's great. You'll sell a lot of tickets. But you might not win no championships. And I know that's where CC is trying to go.
Yeah.
She's not doing all this just to have a whole bunch of scoring assist records. She's doing this because she want to finally win something. So listen to me, CC. I'm telling you. You got to get with Stephanie White and say, look, coach, what I need to do so you don't have to take me off the floor. Because I want to be there for my team when I'm coming down the stretch. Matter of fact, I want to be the person that takes the final shot. What was that craziness with Natasha Howard? What was that craziness? I don't know. I don't know what that mess was about. The final shot, too. She got 2 cracks at it. Why the ball ain't in CC hand? I don't know. I digress.
Hey, Keisha, you said that beautiful, but I want to address Bob I don't know. I can't even pronounce that. Paranoid line. The thing about it is, man, Bob, you got to have active listening skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Active listening skills, because basically what we said, CC was taken out of the game in a pivotal moment of the game when it was a 1-possession game. I don't care if she played 37 minutes and to say a player was taken out the game. She was taken out the game by her coach. The coach called a timeout to get CC off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Just have active listening skills, man. Don't just say reckless stuff, man. Because if you're listening to what we're talking about, you would understand the point that we're trying to make. You would understand that. 37 minutes, yeah. They came back. It was 89-80. They came back. They tied the game up. They took a 1-point lead. And when her team needed her most to be on the floor, Stephanie White said, timeout. CC to the bench. You could see CC's body language when she walked to the bench. They took her out of the game when the team needed her to supposedly be the best player on the floor. But she was not out there in a pivotal moment of the game. That's what we're saying. I don't care if she played 41 minutes. If you play 41 minutes, you might as well finish out the rest of the game. But the coach saw fit to get her off the court because they needed a stop.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is CC's defense is not equipped enough for Stephanie White to trust her out there when we need a stop. Active listening skills, my brother. Active listening skills.
Hey, I give my brother some listening skills before Bro Clark went. They was getting cooked all game by the Dream until Stephanie White said, okay, it's enough of this. I'm going to have to put Alexa Hall in. She put Alexa Hall in for defense.
Defensive purposes.
Because there was too many people out there getting blown by. CC was one of them. At points during the game, Natasha Howard was one of them. Aaliyah Boss actually played a pretty darn game, but she was in the paint by herself getting
roasted by goddamn Jones and Brittany Griner.
Right. And meanwhile, you just got that's the active listening skill. I'm just telling you, they came out in that third quarter and Ryan Howard was like 0 for 58 and went down in that third quarter and jacked up 3 threes off the bat. You know who they was on?
Don't say it. They'll get the point. Active listening skills will get the point.
She got so Stephanie White. One thing I can tell her about her, she did her adjustments, but at the end of the day, Bob, whoever that was, when it came down to a pivotal time, she did the same thing Christy Sides did. That y'all was probably gonna crash out if she do it next game. But until Cece makes some adjustment and gets a little better,
it's gonna happen in every close game.
I give it to Gingerbread Man.
Go ahead, Gingerbread Man.
Okay. Bob, you was all down when we were doing our critiquing on Angel Reese, baby girl. You had honey all on your chest saying, I like this. I see you in the chat. Y'all go up in the chat when Bob responded and said, he likes this panel.
I saw that.
So, you know why? That goes to show you your intellect of not liking no one to say anything about Caitlin Clark. So you don't like it, but she gonna get critiqued on this show.
Everybody will.
Dana Taurasi, 6 feet. Sabrina Ionescu, 5'11". Tasha Cloud, 5'10". Skylar Diggins, 5'9". Tahina Powpow, a rookie, 5'9", did not get pulled out the game. Chelsea Gray, 5'11", coming off of a serious injury, came back last year, saw that she won in the Rose. And last but not least, Kelsey Plum. Every single one of those guards that are point guards would not be pulled out. And guess what? 6'3" Alicia Thomas, AT. 6'3" AT will not get pulled out of a defense. She did not improve. She did not improve on defense. She is a cone. She is a liability to any team that she will go to, if it's the Fever or any of the other 12 teams. She has to work on sliding her feet and putting her hands and reading the shoulders of the dribbling opponent. See that coach, Stephanie White? She was a dog. She could play defense. She was very violent. Her coach. So her coach knows. See, I know the history of the game. And I went over the year. I told KSAP that the whole year I'll be studying and trying to bring historic lessons more on the woman's side than any. I'm not capping Tika Camilla. I'm not capping. CC is a liability. How am I capping? CC is a liability on defense. She cannot. So you saying that Caitlin Clark, T. Camilla, can play defense? Is that what I'm capping on? Because that's my point. That's what your uncle capping on? Go ahead, get the money. I'm finna finish real quick.
Shout out to Reddick Milky Way for the $10 super chat.
Here comes the money.
You said, bro, Claude, keep cooking.
Okay. I'm saying Stephanie White. I said Stephanie White was not going to get pulled out of a game in her I watched. Yeah, she wasn't a great player. I'm just saying this to say, T. Camilla, how bad. I brought up her own coach to show you how bad Caitlin Clark is. She's a bad defensive player. On offense, what we see again, she throws the ball away. What we see again, nothing has changed. They talking about how she's grown. She's still getting ripped. Howard didn't. Y'all saw she got stripped by Howard. Y'all saw she got stripped by Tahina. Y'all saw that she had 3 steals that was 3 balls that was taken from her in that dream game. Taken. Like, give me that. I'll take that and I'm finna eat it and you go take it from you. And you go and cry to the referee and tell them what an awful call that they didn't make. She has to get better on defense. She has to get better in her court decisions. You are not, see, they give her credit about having court abilities, about how she can have good readings. Good readings don't make you have 274 turnovers. That's 132 more turnovers than anyone in the history of the WNBA. Last year, she is a player that can get better. She has no mid-range, and she has no floater going into the hole. She's afraid to go to that midsection and give a teardrop. Can we have a teardrop from Caitlin? Can we have one? Haley Van Lith has a teardrop. Haley Van Lith can go to the middle. And she's a rookie. She will go.
We're talking about the defense. We're not talking about the offense. Let's talk about the defense.
But the defensive standpoint of me bringing up Dana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu, Tasha Cloud, Skylar Dickens, Tahina Powpow, Brittany Sykes, I'm sorry, the Slim, Chelsea Gray. And Chelsea Gray is 145 years old and they ain't finna pull her out in no last play or no games.
Chelsea Gray was the one that tried to get the defensive stop on Howard, but she played good defense on her. But when she got in the paint, I think not Chelsea Gray, Mitchell last night. I got it confused. Yeah. Bro, Claude got me twisted, but I'm talking about Kelsey Mitchell.
Go ahead. That's because he over there calling Chelsea Gray 145 years
that's what
old.
I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Kelsey Mitchell had the defensive stop last night. She played great defense on Howard, but when she got in the paint, she panicked and wrapped her up with that left hand. If she didn't do that and just went straight up, that'd have been ball game.
I agree.
Fever would have got out with a win. But to T. Carmelo's point, when you said Stephanie White was not a great defensive player when she played, so that should tell you something. If she wasn't a great defensive player and she's not a great defensive coach and she's still pulling Caitlin Clark out the game,
my point.
What does that say?
Thank you. You said it better for me.
That speaks volumes. And how ironic is it that Stephanie White played for the Indiana Fever? And what number did Stephanie White wear?
22.
Deuce.
22.
So the fruit don't fall far from the tree. And you said it best, T. Carmelo. She wasn't a defensive player when she played in the WNBA. No. She's not a defensive coach. And your supposedly best player, you don't have confidence in that player to be on the court when it matters most.
My point was she wasn't getting pulled. My point, T. Camilla, she did not get pulled. That's what I was alluding to.
That's all I got to say.
That's all I got.
All I know is CC don't listen to those people. Stop listening to the Glaze. And I know, look, I know it's hard, CC, because if I had a whole bunch of people glazing me, I don't know what I would do either. But I'm trying to tell you,
You
listen
would
to your
just
girl
drop your
Keisha.
draws, huh?
Shut up. Listen to your girl Keisha. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them people glazing. Listen to your coach. If your coach, same thing we said about Olivia Miles at Notre Dame. Look, you don't want to be the person that's getting pulled out.
Nope.
When your team is fighting at the end to get a win.
Yep.
You don't want to be that person. Not if you want to be great. Now you can be a really good player. You can be in a lot of record books, because I'm pretty sure Luka gonna be in a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But will he
he not
be
better than
great?
Shaq.
But see, this is the problem, Keisha. The media and people that like CC don't give her a fair critique.
That's why I told her don't listen to them. Don't they stands too. Don't listen to none of them, CC. Stephanie White telling you the truth. Sage, I'm pretty sure that was a conversation that was had before the season started. Look, baby girl, if it get tight, certain situations, I'm gonna have to pull you out. I see what you got. It's not there. I'm letting you know off top. You know, we get in that situation, you gotta come out. Until I see something allegedly. Until something different. You don't want listen. At least listen to your coach. Don't listen to the stands. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to Bob. Don't listen to none of that foolishness. You should never be off the floor when your team is trying to secure a win and you are up or down 1 point. They
Carvalho
need you,
said
CC.
Stephanie would have pulled her own self out the game.
Well,
So that just like T. Carmella brought up something very important. If y'all missed it in the chat about Stephanie White, I like Stephanie White as a coach. I like her because she knows the game of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched her call NBA games. She knows what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And what you said, T. Carmelo, it speaks volumes. Because when Stephanie White did play in the WNBA, when she played for the Fever, she wasn't a defensive player. So when you're not a defensive player and you see the same attributes in yourself as you see in a player that you're coaching, that speaks volumes. She got her off the floor when it meaned the most.
You say, I can't win with you.
I can't win in a one possession game and you're on the floor. I can't.
And K-Stat, no, I want to let y'all know in the chat. Look, nobody's saying that Stephanie White is this great defensive coach. I'm telling you, she know what defense look like, though.
Yeah, because she didn't play
She's
defense
a competent coach to know that look, this ain't it. Because she had a defensive team. She know what it looked like. Yeah. And y'all got to give her a little credit.
No,
she got that Sun team ready to roll, and Keisha, they hung their hat on defense.
Keisha, this is what I'm saying. I'm giving Stephanie White her kudos.
Yeah.
It's the Indiana Fever fans that crashed out when they lost the game trying to throw Stephanie White under the bus. They try to throw her under the bus. They talking about get rid of DeWanna Bonner, get rid of Howard. It's like, what are we doing here? We 2 games into the WNBA. And we got to relive this movie that we was watching last year with Christy Sides. That's all I'm saying.
The enemy rapper.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And look, I'm echoing what everybody told me. Somebody told me. And if they lied, they told it. Somebody told me that Miss Stephanie White was gonna she's a defensive guru. She was gonna get Caitlin straight, and she was gonna be able to do her thing and bring a defensive identity. Somebody told me that Christy Sides, even though she was supposed to be known for defense too, somebody told me she wasn't a good defensive coach. Matter of fact, they told me she was a horrible coach. That's what they say. Horrible.
I'm finna give the.
That's what they told me. They said they was bringing Stephanie White there.
I'm finna give Duvall the mic. I just want to say the enemy rapper. If defense was so important, why did they lose with CC off the floor? Because they missed free throws. Defense wins games. Rebounds wins championships. And if you don't know that, you don't know basketball, and you keep on watching then, young buck. You go ahead, Pat Riley, and every great Phil Jackson, every single coach you can go down that's in the Hall of Fame says defense wins games.
Bro, Claude, they gave up
wins championships.
They gave up 31 points in one quarter.
Duval, could you help me, Duval?
First quarter. Go ahead, Duval. Get it back in here.
This is why dweebs and dorks and fancy nerds ruin sports, because they just care about the circus that is Caitlin Clark, but they don't care about her becoming a complete player.
Right.
And like I said again, she's not going to win a championship if she don't have the commitment to play defense, if she don't have the commitment to be an on-ball defender. And I hate to bring Angel back in this equation, but that would make Angel a game changer. When I could stick her on your best player and that best player no longer the best player that day, that will help you win championship a lot faster than anything that CC could ever do as a basketball player. Don't let these fanboys and these 2K playing streamers tell y'all that her hitting these, like I said, Harlem Globetrotter threes is going to win her a championship, because it's not.
No.
It's not going to do that. Because at the end of the day, you got to play defense. If your best player don't care about defense, how I can expect everybody else to play defense? Why would I expect everybody else to play defense? Your best player don't care about defense.
Hold on, Duval. Let me tell you this. You know why DeWanna Bonner wasn't out there? Because she was getting cooked.
Yeah.
If it didn't matter, why didn't she just leave DeWanna Hall of Fame Bonner out there? Y'all actually answer me that in the chat. Since it's all offense, why they just didn't leave her out there?
See, look. Let me say something. It's funny.
Y'all have been down by 50 by the end of it, but why didn't y'all just leave DeWanna Bonner out there? Why y'all bring in Lexi Hall if it didn't matter?
Yeah, you know what's funny, Keisha? I didn't mean to cut you off, man. See, when we talking basketball, just letting y'all know what we would like to see from a player to get better and all this stuff like this, and giving a fair assessment and a critique on certain players, because when we, like Bro Claude said, he watched the chat. When we was talking about Angel Reese, everybody, and we was critiquing her when me and Bro Claude said that she can't get her own shot. Oh, everybody was loving that shit. They were loving it. They were loving what me and Bro Claude was saying. As soon as we start talking about CC on what we think she needs to do to be a better defensive player, and she was taken off the court, everybody gets their panties in a bunch. Now you got people coming in the chat talking about the three idiots. Like, I can't make this stuff up. I really can't make this stuff up, man.
Well, you know what? Hey, Seth, this is what it is. They ain't got you know, when they starting five getting cooked, Stephanie White, you heard it from me. You get a pass because your people in the chat said defense don't matter. So you just stay with the five with the offense. You don't make no adjustments because you don't need no defense. They say you can outscore everybody in the league. Just keep that starting five out there.
This is where we're gonna get them, Keisha. I got a question. What do y'all want us to say about Caitlin Clark? I don't call her CC. The real CC is Kennedy Carter. I call her Caitlin Clark.
I call her CC.
So what y'all want us to say about Caitlin Clark that won't piss y'all off? I just got a question for the chat. Like all y'all Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans that are over here listening, what do we need to say about Caitlin Clark?
Except you don't get it. You got to glaze. You know how to glaze. You know, you got that honey waiting.
Yeah,
you know,
we got my man. Hold on, let me get my man Ronnie repass.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Shout out to Ronnie Repass for the $5 super chat. How many balls taken away and thrown away? She only had 3 turnovers.
I agree with you, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I was okay with her turnovers this game. If she can keep them under 3, she go past 5, I'm looking at a side eye.
Ronnie, that wasn't to you, Ronnie.
That wasn't to
even
you,
if she-
Ronnie.
that
Ronnie, you
wasn't-
cool
Even if
with
she
her.
go past 4, I start cringing. But
But-
3 is good for her. 3 is actually good for her.
She got the ball taken away those 2 times, and then I said she threw the ball away 1 time.
All
I
right,
only mentioned 3 different turnovers.
let me ask Bob a question. Bob, the phone lines is open, man. I got the phone lines open. The call-in number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Bob, pick up your phone and give us a call, man. You said talk about her assists.
All I know is this. Hold on, K-Sap. Hold on. The big 3 was in double, quadruple digits. 22, I think, 27, and 26 points.
Yep.
And you still lose.
Y'all
Why?
delusional. Y'all delusional.
You know why? Because you
Hold on.
couldn't stop the other team.
Lulu.
You're on the line with the full court trio. Who we got?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey.
I'm watching you guys, man. This is Dale. I'm watching y'all, man.
Who's this?
Keisha running her mouth right now.
I couldn't hear you. Who'd you say this was?
Dale, man.
Dale.
Oh, what's
Yeah,
up,
I
brother
need Keisha
Dale?
to be quiet, man.
He said, Keisha, you got to be quiet.
Talking
What?
to you right
All right,
now.
look, I'm gonna zip it up. I'm
With your
zipping it.
messy ass. Keisha, see, I told
Tell
you.
your co-host to quiet down.
Okay, co-host, you got to quiet down.
I want everybody to hear this.
Okay.
I want everybody to hear this. Okay, you guys, pay attention. Claude, pay attention, man. Claude, pay attention. Zip it up. Claude, pay attention. Pay attention, dude. Pay attention, Claude. Yeah.
You got
Now,
you got your phone on replay or something?
No, I'm just had my TV up.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. See, I give everybody props in the WNBA. I don't care what color they are, black, white, red, green, yellow. I give everybody props. But I seem to see you guys, you point out the negatives of Caitlin Clark.
Oh my goodness.
She's a hell of a player.
Here we go.
I know she needs a defense, but you go for the negative first. Now you can't say, look, she just broke the other record the other night. Ready to tie Vandersloot for it.
What? Hold on. Let me ask you a question, Dale.
2010.
Let me ask you a question. What does that got to do with anything when we only speaking on what we want to see her do to get better?
No, I've watched you guys before, and you go for the negative. Now you never give her any props. You guys are glazing on Paige Beckers because she's a white lesbian. And so you're
excuse me.
Yes, you are.
Dale, you can't use Dale, hold up. You can't use that. Dale, you got to. Hey, Dale, you got to cut that out, or I'm gonna have to end the call. We can't talk about this racist stuff no more.
Y'all
we can't.
Black racist, man.
All right. Hey, look,
woke.
I got to let you go.
Dale,
we can't do that. We've been in trouble by this racist stuff. We can't do that.
Dale,
and walk it like I talk it.
Talking about, we wouldn't even
walk
talk
it like
about
I talk
race.
it. You can get up out of here.
Dale.
Y'all bring up race more than us, man.
We can't do that no more.
Dale. This is for Dale.
I can't even believe he came up here and started that.
No. Well, I talked
about. Hold on before you say that, bro, Claude. Just one thing. I mean, Angel Reese had a record the other night. We didn't say nothing about that. We was critiquing her game.
We critiquing her game, and everybody loves that. We went straight for the negative about she can't create her own shot and she can't do this.
And walk it like I talk it.
This is my platform, and this is not going to happen on this platform no more.
Nope.
This stuff that people call up and say and things in the chat has got us in trouble.
We're not talking about no race.
We can't talk about racist stuff no more. And if you understand, we have went away from that. That is the thing that has got my platform in trouble. And y'all don't have to deal with it. So walk it like I talk it. For your comments to be coming in there talking about freedom of speech, go to somebody else's channel because it's not happening over this channel no more. You don't know how YouTube works.
What does racist mean?
Nah, bro Claude,
No,
don't
we're not getting into
don't
that.
do that, bro Claude. Get that
We're
off
not
of there.
doing it.
Don't do that.
No, we
Bro
talking
Claude,
basketball.
cut that off, man. Cut that off.
I cut it off.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about basketball. Here's my the only when you can't win an argument, KSAP, then the next it's like on auto, it's like on repeat. We're gonna start talking about race. We wasn't even talking about that. We was talking basketball. If you can't talk basketball, nobody was talking about that other thing. This ain't Roland Martin. We wasn't talking about that.
Hey, listen. I listen to you and KSAP.
Y'all don't go over on these other platforms with CC that are pointing out all the negative stuff on Angel Reese. Y'all don't go over there doing that same stuff. Y'all not bringing it over here no more. Enough is enough.
You ain't gonna get on this thing.
People don't understand how YouTube works.
You're not gonna get up here and don't call here no more, Daniel. You're not gonna. That's the last time that you're gonna try to avoid me, because my father raised me. You the boy that can't understand.
Bro Claude, you don't even have to go down there. Don't hold up. Nah, bro Claude, nah.
On air and it happened.
We can't do that.
Don't
no
come
more,
up here
Claude.
with that, man. No,
I've already addressed
what you said. Don't come up here with that. Don't do that.
That's all you had to say. I tried to give people the fair warning yesterday when I went live by myself. That's not going to happen no more. This is my platform, and it's not going to be disrespected no more. I let too much get away, and it has affected some of my motion. And it's not going to happen no more. And I'm done talking about it. If we can't talk basketball and critique these players, I don't care who it is, pull up to somebody else's channel. Because it's not going to happen over here no more. Enough is enough. This ain't about black and white, green or red. This is about basketball. Can we continue to talk basketball?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we critiqued a lot of players tonight, not just her.
Y'all didn't say nothing when we beat the hell out of Rachel Banham.
No.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Yeah.
Camilla Cardosa. And when we got on Angel Reese, and I saw a comment talking about what is this, hate on Angel Reese tonight? See, that's the difference. We talking basketball, man. We talking basketball, guys. If we can't critique a player and y'all don't like it, don't come to this channel no more. There's other people on YouTube that are talking stuff negatively about Angel Reese. But y'all don't want to go over there and pull up on that show and give that same energy and say, hey, y'all always pointing out the negative about Angel Reese. Why come y'all can't say Angel Reese is a hell of a basketball player? Stop going for the negative. Stop putting her in this racial box. See, what happened is y'all sat there and y'all listen to RG3. Now y'all got y'all's chest poked out. That's the problem.
Go ahead, man.
But I told y'all last night, it's not going to happen no more over here. It's not.
Yes, sir.
We done with it. We talking basketball.
You ain't finna sung me. Get your butt up out of here.
Bro Claude, I understand exactly where you coming from, and I know you wanted to get off, man. But
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it, man.
I got you.
It's not worth it. Look, I respect you to the fullest. I understand that you wanted to get off, man, but we got to look at the bigger picture, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got to look at the bigger picture, man.
I'm rolling.
I mean, for Dale to call in, and the first thing he want to do is glaze over Caitlin Clark. So we critiquing her about her defense, and then throw Paige Beckers in the equation about being a lesbian, and she hasn't even came out and said anything like that.
No.
We can't do that.
And what does that have to do with basketball?
Nothing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, just to attack that, Dale, that was an attack on that young lady.
Yeah.
And me.
Because we like Paige Beckers as a player, and we have critiqued her. Hell, me and Bro Claude did a crash out one time.
Ben G remembers
about
that
her.
voice. Ben G
about her-
remembers that
yeah,
voice, Adele. He remembers that. Ben G, I'm glad you pointed that out because he's been up on him before telling Bro Claude to be quiet and all that. So disrespectful, man. See, people
critique Paige,
Yeah.
Enrique, we give them all the business.
Where was you at the other night when we was giving Enrique Umbawale the business because she didn't show up to help Paige Beckers?
Yeah, where was she?
All y'all want to do is come around here when we say something about CC and y'all want to crash out on us.
Mhm.
That's all it is. I don't know who sent y'all over here to do that. I don't know who sent y'all to be disruptive over here, but it's going to stop. See, a lot of people, they think they can just come up on YouTube and say anything and get away with it. They don't understand the YouTube regulations. YouTube is a business, $1 billion business. And when you're working for YouTube, YouTube can shut you down at any minute. They can dismantle your platform. Everything that you built, they can dismantle. Y'all don't have to deal with the emails and the things that we get behind closed doors. Y'all don't have to deal with that.
Right.
Y'all just think y'all can just come up in the chat and say any racist thing that y'all want to say. That's why people don't understand when people drop podcasts and these videos and y'all post comments and y'all get mad at the host of the show because you think the host of the show is blocking your comments. No, YouTube is putting your comments in timeout. YouTube is not letting that stuff go through.
Thank you, Ronnie. There go Ronnie again.
Hey, shout out to Ronnie for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
But guess what? We off of it because I don't let people steal my piece. I just move on from. I know they be hating. They be hating because I'll be acting like I don't care. I really don't care.
Moderators. I don't know whose chat Bob is in, but get him out of here. Blocking. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Which Bob? It's two of them.
No, that Bob, paranoid. He talk about KSAP. How about get the basketball and stop complaining? I'm not complaining. I'm giving you truth serum. Get him out of here. Block City. Shout out to my guy, Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Anybody can get it. No one is beyond talked about. Long as it's strictly basketball. Totally agree. And that's what they fail to realize, Dre. When we talking basketball and critiquing these people, you got people call in and want to do this racist stuff and why y'all always giving CC a hard time? Why y'all never talk about she's a great player? Nah, I'm not doing nothing to fit your narrative. I'm talking basketball. In order for CC to get better, cut down on the turnovers and start playing some defense. Bottom line.
CC is held to a higher standard because she is like LeBron. When they come in the game and have that much hype, and it's supposed to be what LeBron was supposed to be, the chosen one.
Yeah.
You get graded on a different curve. She not a role player. She want to be great. In order to be great, she got to fix these things. We not critiquing CC like she's somebody on the bench, third stringer. We're critiquing her like a franchise player. Just like we critique Angel Reese or whoever, Enrique. We critiqued her the other night.
But that's what I'm saying, Keisha. Where was that energy when we Where's that energy when we critiquing these other players, man? When we talking about these other players are downright doo-doo. Like, where's the energy at then, man?
KSAP, man, let's be real. Those other players don't matter. That's why they don't care about the critiques of those other
I
people.
got you.
I got you.
So let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Please, man.
Those other players do not matter. That's why the only two names that constantly come up is Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But these people have a narrative about what they feel about a certain player, and they want you to say things to fit that narrative. And if you don't say something to fit that narrative, they get upset because you're not making them feel good. They want to feel good. They don't want the hard truth serum that will make their player better. They want you to say things that make them feel good so they could tuck themselves in at night and have a good night's sleep.
They want us to be Magic City up here, twirling on poles.
And see, the thing about it is, you got these Caitlin Clark channels like Bitch Be Frank and Adriana Ross and John the Liquidator and Ben and Daniel and all that. Go over there and have a Boston Tea Party. Go over there and do that. You'll fit right in with them.
RG3.
You're not gonna fit in with us because we say something about your golden goose. Let's stop that, please. I don't want to have to go through that again this year talking about the WNBA.
And you gotta understand that a lot of these fans are fanatics. They see themselves in these certain players. And so when you criticize these certain players, it's like you criticizing them. And that's why they feel a certain way because of that. It's all part of people being so emotional about the people that they want to support because it's bigger than basketball. It's not about basketball. We all know that. And so at the end of the day, they want Caitlin to be perfect, and they want you to tell us that Angel gonna be out the league in 2 years. You know how many times I heard that? A Hall of Famer gonna be out the league in 2 years.
Yeah.
Brianna Turner is still on the roster, and she been trashed for the last 3 to 4 years.
But won't nobody call the phone line and talk with and get mad at the ball for saying Brianna Jones is trash. Nobody would do that. Nobody would do that.
They don't care about Brianna unless she supports Angel Reese.
Yeah, nobody's gonna come to Enrique Umbawale's defense when we scolded her the other day. Nobody's gonna come to her defense. Nobody's gonna come to Rachel Bannum's defense because we just scolded her half of the night. Nobody is gonna come to her defense.
All right,
nobody's gonna come to Courtney Vandersloot defense when we said she looks old and gray, look like she's 40 years old and can't get out the bed. Nobody's gonna come to her defense.
No.
But you know
everybody can get over here.
But you know whose defense they will come to? Camilla. Why?
Shut up.
Because Camilla fits a narrative that they want to push when it comes to Dementia Angel Reese. That's all it's coming back to. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Like I told y'all before, if Camilla was playing on the Dallas Wings, nobody would care about her. You wouldn't even hear Camilla's name. But because she's on Chicago Sky, she got to be the symbol of this is why Angel being held back by such and such player and all these narratives. That's what they care about. Like I said, these fans has a mindset of what they think about said player, and they want everything to be fit into their narrative so they can feel good about themselves.
KSAT, put Ronnie Repass comment up on the screen right now so they'll know. Yeah, go talk to your government about that. This our platform.
Exactly. But you know what's crazy? The only one that came to Angel Reese's defense when we scolded her about her ability not to create her own shot was Duvall, and he's part of the panel. That's the only person that came to her defense. I didn't get no phone calls then when the phone lines was open. It's like, why y'all want to point out the negative about Angel Reese when she got a lot of positive things about her game?
And we've talked about the positive thing, just like we've talked about these positive things.
Angel Reese is a 100 player, and she wants people to keep it 100 with her. That's why her fans have to keep it 100. She wants to be better. Angel wants to be better. She said it out her mouth, she wants to be the greatest. So she has to suck up the criticism that's said about her so she can be the greatest. And I believe that she can be the greatest.
K-Town Brown, you got a point. CC fans are successful when they stop you guys from talking about basketball. That's their only goal.
You right, K-Town.
We're going to clip that.
You right.
We clipping that.
That might need to go on a shirt.
Yep. Put that on a shirt. Hey, underdog, put that on a shirt. Man, that is K-Town Brown, that is facts right there.
Let me say something real quick, please.
Go ahead, Devon.
Because he from my crib.
Miss your mama, I respect you. I thank you for always coming in the chat and always showing love to not only me but to the panel and to this show and to this family. Just because I criticize Camille, that don't mean I don't like her. I'm just not gonna allow y'all to use her as a symbol to diminish Angel Reese. I'm not gonna allow that. She's immune to criticism too. If y'all want to put this woman on a pedestal, then she need to earn that. Like I said, we go back to Unrivaled. When people were saying Chelsea Gray was the MVP of the team, of the Rose, you never heard an argument out of me. Why? Because Chelsea Gray shown in Unrivaled she was a great player. She's shown she was the best player on the team. She's shown she was the most important for what they were trying to do. Why am I arguing against that? When y'all try to tell me, especially these CC fans, hey, Camilla need to be the first option. Camilla is the better player. Camilla would be great if she was on another team. Camilla need to push Angel to the bench. Prove it. That's all I'm saying.
Camilla Cardoso is not better than Angel Reese.
It's not even about she's not better than Angel Reese. She ain't been better than Angel Reese at any point in her career.
But no, I'm just saying this 100%. Camilla Cardoso can't do a tween, behind the back, downhill, spin move, layup. She can't do that, okay? So it's a difference, and that's the only thing that I was saying earlier with our guards and what they can do. At this point, Camilla, out of the 5, she's the most underdeveloped out of the 5 that's on the floor. Y'all ain't heard me ever say that, but I will say it because it is the truth. You never said it because I'm a Camilla Cardoso advocate. I'm a Gamecock head. My baby mama produced that baby. And I'm telling y'all, out of the starting 5 that we have on the floor.
You talking about Dawn Staley?
Of course, man, don't say
he said out of the
baby mama. Say Dawn Staley.
He said out of the starting 5, she's the most underdeveloped. I can't believe my ear. Go on, keep cooking.
Okay.
Like I told y'all before.
So what I'm saying is, do she have a high ceiling? Yes, Camilla has a high ceiling. Do she need critiquing? Yes, Camilla needs critiquing. Not destructive, but constructive criticism. Do she need to be more of a dog that she can be? Yes. My answer is yes. But I still would not say she's Angel Reese. She's not Angel Reese. She's Camilla Cardoso. So Camilla Cardoso, what we're waiting on you, baby girl, is to make the name for yourself. Like I said in my soliloquy earlier, everyone on this team, outside of Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, and Courtney Vandersloot, has to live up to their identity. And I'm done.
I got a question for the chat before you go, Devon. 12 starting centers in 13 now, right? 13 teams?
Yes.
13 starting centers in the WNBA. Is Camilla in your top 5, chat?
Well, by default, I'm gonna put her in the top 5 because ain't too many centers in the WNBA.
I was just going to say that.
By default,
I would put it in
top 5.
by default, I'll put it in top 5.
Yeah, because you got Jacqueline Jones, you got Izzy McAvoy. You got
I'm like Goon the
Alana
Shooter. I
Smith.
really can't name 5 or 6
You got Alana
great
Smith.
centers. Only one I can name is Jacquel Jones.
You got
And
Izzy
Brittany
McAvoy,
Griner.
Brittany Griner.
Bree Jones.
Bree Jones, and
Brittany
I
Griner.
can't even say Ezzy McBeck from I can't even put that name in there.
No. Bree Jones.
She a
Brittany
center though,
Griner.
ain't she?
you talk
Yeah,
about.
but I can't put her as a Asia's not a center.
She plays in that time, but you got Leah Boston.
She's a.
You got a Leah Boston. You think she just
that's
got cooked by a Leah Boston?
I know, but that's 3.
Oh,
I said
Brittany Griner.
I said 6 good centers.
Alana Smith.
Alana Smith with the links.
Just because she's labeled a center, is she a
Here you go.
center?
Look, I'm
know.
I'm just saying who plays the position.
That's why I said by. I know. I said by default. I'm putting her in the top 5 by default.
So you would take her right now over Alana Smith.
Oh yeah, I'll take her.
And see, this is my thing. And
I'll take her.
I'll take her. Even with this Angel Reese situation, nobody wouldn't complain when I was cooking Angel Reese behind when she was in that preseason game before the regular season.
The ball. I already alluded to all that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
like that.
I don't like my character being assassinated when it comes to. I'm fair. I'm a person. I watch the film. I study the film. I study the players, and I give y'all micro critique based on how I feel about said player, based on the film that I watch. Is Angel a flawed player? Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard for me to criticize Angel like you want me to criticize Camilla or anybody else when this woman is not only good at multiple things,
she's undersized. What's she doing? Yeah,
at multiple things. She's the best to ever do it at rebound. The best to ever do it.
But they won't point to that, Duvall. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
And when it comes to defense, she's a top 5 best defender in basketball.
Well, you preaching to the choir now, man.
I can make an argument she's the top 5 best running the floor.
Duvall.
Center in basketball.
Duvall, you talking to hear yourself talk, man. People don't want to hear that, man. They don't want to hear that. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Because everything that the caller said, we pointing out the negative about a player and not saying how great this player is. But that's the same thing that these people do on these other platforms, is always point out the negative about said player, about layups and this and that, the looks of this person, the way this person runs. They point out all the negative, but don't give her the praise for all the great things that she does on a basketball court. They don't do that. Just like Keisha said the other night, she came the fastest person in WNBA history with 450 and 450. But we didn't even talk about that. We didn't even touch on that.
No.
But we sitting here talking about basketball on what Stephanie White did to said player when it was winning time. And we talked about defensive liabilities and defensive inefficiencies. But now we get people call up with this racial banter and this LGBTQ stuff.
Let's see who we got. See if we got the hang up again.
You're on the line with the 4 Court Trio. Who we got?
What's going on, y'all? So I know that the focus right now is on the topic though at hand, but I just did notice something as I was watching.
Hold on, Wody. Hold on one second. Wody, hold on for 1 second, please. Let me get this. Hey, shout out to Ronnie Repass for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
That's the obvious, Ronnie, man. Drama only happens when the Fever play the sky because of Caitlin and Angel. That's the obvious, man. Appreciate the super chat. Go ahead, Wody.
I mean, that's to Ronnie's point though. That's what people are tuning into, and that's what the viewers and the advertisers are getting the most traction on. Like we all are well aware of that, you know. Unfortunately, it is the society we live in. Clicks and views. As I was watching tonight, and still I'll do my best to keep it women's basketball, but as I was watching tonight, Tom Thibodeau did something to his star player that I wonder though what a lot of people per se have a problem with, right?
What'd he do?
Tom Thibodeau pulled Jalen Brunson. Those who know Jalen Brunson pulled
Big body
Jalen Brunson
Brunson.
in a decisive moment, a close game, put him on the bench for a defensive player or a bigger player.
Because he was
right?
getting cooked by Halliburton.
We know
Go
is
ahead.
the star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we know Brunson is the star. And I miss again some of what a lot of people are saying, but I know a lot of people's hold up of what was being said as Stephanie White took her out. I mean, sometimes it's just smart coaching to do that.
Thank you.
Even
Bodie,
say somebody like Brunson who's competing, he competes, but he had 5 fouls and he's important. But he also, I think the fouls might have played a part too, but he's competing. But again, he might, 1, foul trouble, and 2, put somebody on the court who's a better defender. She pulled Cece and put DeWanna Bonner. And most people would tell you DeWanna Bonner. You want DeWanna Bonner or you want Cece covering somebody, whether it be Ryan Howard, whoever it may be. I mean, yeah, DeWanna Bonner gave you absolutely nothing offensively that night. And so you could say somewhat similar for Natasha Howard, but they do other things
They know
on the
how to
court when they're
defend. That
not
don't
scoring.
show up in the box score. Thank you, Wody.
So I can accept that. I mean, DeWanna Bonner did absolutely zilch. Besides grabbing a few rebounds and play some solid defense. But again, it don't show up in the box score. But even me as the passive observer, I can accept that. Yeah, it didn't work because they still ended up losing. But hey, it's the right thing to do.
Let me tell you why. It didn't work, and it should have worked. Because Kelsey Mitchell, as a defender, she played the absolutely best defense on Natasha Howard when she put the ball on the floor and she got in the paint. But what Kelsey Mitchell did, she panicked and she put her left hand around her and grabbed her when she didn't have to. All she had to do was put her hand straight up. Fever win that game. You get the stop that you need. And then everybody's going to say Stephanie White was a genius for doing that. But see, it didn't benefit them. Now she's being thrown under the bus, and we have to talk about it.
I don't think even a lot of people was to be completely fair. If I go down the Twitter timeline, right? Because just generally we can see a lot of people's immediate reactions, or like even say some of the content being made. The biggest point of contention I've seen people say is you ran a play for somebody who was cold, who did not get a bucket all night. And then I think Stephanie's response was the play actually was supposed to go to Aaliyah Boston, but it ended up in Natasha Howard's hand. But the way that the play was ran and the lob ended up in Natasha Howard's hand, probably she was the second option on it. Most people was looking like Natasha Howard was off all night. Why put her in that position to try to score on non-penalty?
I got you on that, Wody, but I want you to do me a favor. I got a homework assignment for you. I want you to do me a favor. I just want you to go over there to No Next platform. He did a video about it, right? I just want you to go in there and
I don't know who that is.
Who is No Next?
John the Liquidator.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to go over there and look at the video he dropped. I just want you to go over there and look at the video he dropped about Stephanie White trying to compare her to Christy Sides. And I just want you to look at his comment section. And then you come back and you let me know. That's what I want you to do.
Did they go in?
They went in on Stephanie White. They went on to Stephanie White. They turned it back on DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard.
God damn. Game 2? God.
Yeah, only in game 2. They crashed out.
You know,
I say this too, which I think it was kind of funny. It was a little bit funny, but I mean, I guess you got to have thick skin, right? Because again, let's be honest. There's the extremities on in both fan bases can be funny at times and then sometimes disappointing. There was a comment made that people were being disrespectful to Natasha Howard, right? And I understand when it comes to fans like right now, how the Knicks are cooking Tom Thibodeau and them, like they're cooking Tibbs right now online. Talking about Tibbs is stupid. Why you ran that play? Mitchell Robinson should have been gone. So on and so forth. Whatever, right? that you get cooked, online when the fans is heated. People are going on Natasha Howard's profile, and like how you can put an emoji as a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
People are putting the Chinese flag as an emoji reaction.
Oh,
Now
Lord.
it's cold. I get what they're trying to say. In a way, it's funny, but I don't understand how people would take that. Or this lady named Kimberly, don't know what her profile name, but some lady named Kimberly. I don't know who she's affiliated with, who she's a fan of. She posted a screenshot of Natasha Howard's stat line and said, "Welcome back, Nalissa Smith." And that
Oh,
was the
Lord.
comment that made Natasha Howard's wife respond, saying, "Y'all not gonna play with
Oh
my wife."
yeah. The
Y'all
wife got
do all that
involved.
other. Yeah, and she responded to that. Now, where does the racial come in from that? When it was a black woman that said it, I don't know. That's why I said, like, people be reaching a little bit too hard. You're gonna throw your shoulder out of socket. But I mean, I did find it kind of funny with the Chinese flag one. I don't know. Some people might not like it. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, oh, I see what y'all doing. But anyway.
Man, I appreciate the call. I appreciate the call, Wody.
Hey, can I address
No,
this?
We got another call.
Now we got
Hold
another
on.
caller coming in. You're on the line with the Full Court Trio. Who we got?
Man, I appreciate the call.
Hey, can I address this?
Hello?
Turn your
You gotta
background
turn.
down.
You gotta turn your background down.
You gotta turn us down, baby.
Hello?
Hey, this UK Tech.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey man, what's going on, man? Shout out to you, Keisha, and bro Claude.
Hey, what's up?
Who we
I
got?
gotta turn my TV down.
Yeah, you gotta turn your
just a
TV
little
down.
bit.
Hey, he
Got
act
all
like I'm
kinds of
invisible.
feedback.
Rock
He act like
good
I'm invisible, boss. He ain't even recognize me.
the
How you
ball.
don't come in the house and speak to everybody except for me?
The ball.
Yeah,
I
I
am
just
the
want to mess
talent,
with
the
bro
ball.
Claude for a minute. I know he got a lot of things going on. You in the acting business now, baby?
Hey, baby, you already know. Look, hey, when you born
There
a
he
star,
go.
when you born a star, they gonna know you a star, baby.
He just asked you a simple question, bro, Claude, and you gave him all that. Go ahead, caller.
You know where I'm coming from.
Now let the caller let the caller get off what he got to get off. What's up, caller?
I just love the show, man. I just call and mess with y'all and everything. And I got to give you a shout out to Chase Sapp for getting everything straight on that negativity about all this racism and all that. It ain't never been nothing about that. We just been talking basketball, and I'm from LSU, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Louisiana.
Oh,
son.
shout out,
And,
shout out. That's my boy there.
Hey,
He
what's
my
up, Keisha? What's
boy.
up, homegirl?
What's up?
I spell your name wrong every now and then. I put up in the chat.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, man, I love the show. Everything good, everything positive. Keep it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it like that, baby. That's all good.
I appreciate you.
And you Indiana fans, I mean, when they won the first game against my girl Sky and everything, they were supposed to be the champions when they won that. And the point I'm making is Chicago Sky, Atlanta Dream. Where are they picked to finish? 9th, 10th in the league?
Yeah.
But Indiana got beat by them, so they're not really that good. That's about all I got to say.
All right. I appreciate the call.
I'm
Man,
with you.
What I
All
want to know,
All
what I want to address was, baby Tulip, baby, you put Izzy there. See, I'm facts over feelings. Izzy Maglamore, her best scoring game last year was 30 points, 13 rebounds. That was it. Camila Cardoso, her best scoring game was 33 points, 9 rebounds in that game, and 2 assists and 1 block in her best game. For the season, Camila Cardoso averaged 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Izzy McLemore, 4.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Who's better? Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So don't put Izzy. Don't do that. That's emotional, baby Tulip. Numbers don't lie. So she was not, for as the numbers was concerned, better or had a better year than Camila Cardoso had a half season. a half season on record and was better than Izzy McLemore. So I rest.
Man, this is man, this is I don't even know. I don't even know what to say,
Get
man.
the money. Get the money case out.
Oh, they have money?
I don't see nothing.
Ronnie repass. Drama.
We already got that. We already got that.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that on.
Man.
Oh.
So that's all I was saying. We facts over feelings, and I understand that. No, she didn't listen. I'm looking at Google is your best friend, and the ESPN log said that she averaged 4.5 points. Right here.
Who? Izzy?
Izzy.
Izzy or Izzy?
Izzy McLemore.
Okay.
Izzy McLemore.
Izzy, yeah.
McLemore. So it's all right.
She said Izzy averaged 12. Let me see.
Yeah,
I'm about to say she had a good year last year. And
yeah,
she
did have a good year.
Izzy McLemore average on Seattle Storm.
You sure you weren't looking at Isabel Harrison?
No.
Ain't nobody gonna call up and defend Isabel Harrison.
Izzy McLemore averaged 4.5 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 0 steals per game.
That's a damn lie.
No, it's on ESPN.
Come on, man.
4.5 points a game.
Come on, man. Come on. Listen, I'm not
this year or last year.
That was last. Wait a minute.
That
Hold
can't
on.
be right.
That might be last year. Hold on. Let me go.
That's what you talking about last year.
No, I think Claude talking about this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That can't be right.
Hold on,
last year.
you might right. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me look at this now.
I gotta talk to you like Skip Bayless and say, put your glasses.
No, she averaged 11.7 points a game, 8 rebounds a game in 2024.
Bro, Claude, Google your friend.
And see, in 2025, it's saying 4.5 points because they didn't only play like one game.
Yeah, that's what I said. I know.
Yeah, no.
It's all good, man. Hey.
Now, you can't really go off 2025. They ain't played that many games, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Man,
so yeah, she's normally 12 points, 8 rebounds. Her biggest thing is the blocks. She averaged 2 blocks per game.
I think she was taking the lead last year.
And Izzy was out for about a couple of weeks because she was hurt last year too.
Camila Cardoso is notched down for a half of season.
Man, that's just we passed that, man. We passed that. We ain't even gonna get off into stats. We ain't even gonna get off into that, man. I just
but if it was me, I think Izzy is a little bit is better. But that's just me.
No.
Izzy should have been an all-star last year.
Who?
But bottom line is, if Caitlin want to maximize her potential, if she want to maximize her potential, she can't just feel like offense is the only thing that's gonna get her to the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
She have to play defense. She don't have to be a great defender. She only have to be a good defender.
Don't say that, Duvall. The phone line's gonna start blowing up. Don't say that, man.
She just gotta be a capable defender. She gotta be an average defender.
Don't say that, man. I'm gonna start being a. I'm gonna start being.
Who are we talking about? Camilla?
No, you talking about Caitlin?
Oh, Caitlin. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were talking about.
We gonna start being comedians on this damn show.
You gonna start doing stand up?
We're gonna start doing stand up comedy because I just don't understand, man. I really don't understand that. Why is all the confusion over here with us?
We ain't even past Caitlin Clark. Yeah, a whole hour and 30 minutes.
Well, she was our last topic anyway.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying, people. I just want y'all to understand in the chat, man. There's other channels that say everything great about Caitlin Clark. They say everything good about Caitlin Clark. Say she's the greatest thing next to sliced bread. Do you see me, Bro Claude, Keisha, or Duvall go in their chat and call up if they let us call up and cause any confusion on their chat. We
No.
let them say what they want to say over there, and we'll debunk it. But we don't roll up on nobody's chat and be disrespectful to nobody's chat. We don't go over there with no racist stuff. We don't go over there, you know, talking about the LGBT community and things like that. It seems like all this stuff happens over here on this channel, and I don't know why.
I do.
Like they said, when the devil's busy, he's busy. And all we can do to ask the Lord is to be a fence.
Hey, and Dix, it's called Lulu.
Because the crazy thing about it is, I think we give the most honest and fair assessment about every player. And nobody wants to shade us when we talk about any other player. But as soon as we mention number 22, all hell breaks loose.
Ooh, boy.
We can say Caitlin Clark got on some fake Kobe's. And y'all gonna come for our head.
Not the fake Kobe.
But y'all got these other channels over there that say these disingenuous things about Angel Reese.
She getting it out of the trunk.
And call her all these names.
I saw
and do all this stuff. But y'all love that.
Go ahead, K-Sap, man. Go ahead, brother.
But as soon as we say we want to see Caitlin Clark become a better defensive player to take her game to the next level, and just like Duvall said, you're not going to win nothing if you're not a great two-way player early in your WNBA days.
That's right.
I can see if this was Caitlin Clark's 10th year in the WNBA. The offense ain't going to leave you, but the defense going to get a little slow. That's the only way I can see it. But as soon as we make reference to, okay, what y'all think can CC do to be a better player? I've always came out on record. I love to see CC cut down on the turnovers, what she has done in the first 2 games, because she's only averaging 3. And I like to see her be a better defensive player. But as soon as we talk about that, we get all the needles and the thorns stuck in our neck. We get all the needles and thorns stuck on our neck. But when we over here poo-pooing on these other players, like Duvall said, because they don't matter, y'all sitting back kikiing. I love this. I love
but
this.
I want y'all to know WNBA players, y'all matter to me.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Ronnie Repass.
Here comes the money. Money, money. Dollar, dollar.
Shout out Ronnie Repass for the $2 super chat. You got a point. Actual Fever fans are not YouTube creators. You're absolutely right. They CC fans.
Mm-hmm.
All these content creators are CC fans, and they protect CC in every way they can.
At all costs.
Because you see, now Stephanie White is the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Stephanie.
He done froze up like the gingerbread man.
Yeah. Hands in the air.
Coaches.
Hands up, don't shoot, right? Bro, Claude?
Yeah.
That's what he was. He was froze just like that.
Everybody put their hands up, man. They coming to give us a shakedown. That's what they trying to do.
Fingers.
They're trying to shake us down.
Caitlin Clark will never be the problem. It will always be everybody else except for her. Because they feel like
that's not fair to her either.
I really thought
the situation. That's the reality of the situation.
I really thought we was past this year.
No, we're not.
I thought we could produce a show, talk basketball, give the people what they want, without all this stuff, man.
Can I say it, K-Sap? Can I say it? I'm gonna be real discreet with it. Can I say I already know the boundaries?
I don't know. What's your discreet? What that mean? Maybe we need to roll that through HR first before we let you
Yo,
say.
messy ass. I was talking to the ASAP. I was talking to the boss.
Okay.
Boss, I have to say
Hmm.
what I said before. And I told everybody last year that the call was put in last year. When I first came the second week of me coming on Brother K-Sap's show in June last year, in the middle of June, Kathy Engelberg has already have the call, must give the call production, must put out whatever garbage can that she can grab, a steel one, a metal one, a plastic one, for you all to gravitate to dig your hands in, to pulverize, to politicize, and to eat. This is a created mess. I see you, Jessica X. Assalamu alaikum. I'm getting to my point like my leader. This is garbage that we have to take down because, yes, the Fever fans show up for Caitlin all over the WNBA. No doubt. No doubt. Yes, Caitlin Clark people come to the stadium. Yes, Caitlin Clark fans buy tickets. Yes, but that does not mean that Asia Wilson is the best player that's
Yeah, God shut his ass up for a minute. Now I'm gonna say this:
Go ahead, DeVore.
these fans, they have an entitlement when it comes to Kayla Clark and how she's getting covered. And if you don't cover her the way that they see fit, they would be upset because they feel like we owe Caitlin Clark. As if Caitlin Clark is the only person that bringing in fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna tell you this: that game did a 2.7. If Angel Reese don't matter, every game that Caitlin Clark plays should be a 2.7, right? Or better.
And it's not going to be.
It's not going to even be close.
That was a combination of both of them drawing people in.
That's what I'm
2.7
saying. So,
million
but
viewers.
they'll tell you that Caitlin Clark matter and nobody else don't, and that's a lie. Because if that's the case, no matter who she play, she could play. You know what I'm saying? The Brazilian team that should do a 2.7 and a 3.1 maximum peak time, but it's not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't owe it to Caitlin Clark to just only be her cheerleader. We owe it to her to be fair and balanced, just like we owe it to Angel Reese to be fair and balanced.
Mm-hmm.
We owe it to them to both praise and criticize. Now, I might be more on the praise side of Angel Reese than most because I watched the film and I know what she do at an elite level. And I'm not going to hold her not being efficient on the offensive end against her like other people when I know that was her weakness coming into the league. She still got to develop at that point. So at the end of the day, we still want to critique and be fair to these players. Nobody here is saying Caitlin Clark is not great. I think she's one of the best in the league. But that don't mean she still can't develop a mid range. That don't mean she can't watch out on the turnover. That don't mean she can't play a little defense so she could stay in the game at critical moments. She do those things, she will be a champion. She'll be a champion multi times over. I'm not gonna be like these other Caitlin Clark YouTube channels that already saying she's the GOAT. How? As if Sheriff Swoops don't exist. As if Don Tarase ain't never exist. As if Cynthia Cooper ain't never exist.
As if Cynthia didn't even play a ball. Maya Moore. As if
And all these other all-time great haven't exist. Yes, Caitlin Clark is breaking records, but what people not realizing, and what people, this is when people getting into the trick bag.
Whew.
Caitlin Clark's style of play makes her numbers more inflated than what it is. Because she's what she is. She's the Steve Nash of the NBA in 2004. When they play that style of play, everybody was playing that traditional back to the basket play at that time. It took a few years for people to catch up to it, and then it been variations of that same style of play from Steve Nash, from the Miami Heat with LeBron to the San Antonio Spurs. And then once the Warriors took that same style of play and made their variations to it, now we got the same style of play to this very day, and not everybody plays that way. So right now, CC's game is ahead of the curve compared to everybody else, because everybody else is used to playing a certain style of play when it comes to the WNBA, because it was a big man's league until last year.
Great
So
point.
now, when the next few years, when the Hannah Doggos and the Juju and like I said, and Tanah Lassens, when all those guards come in and they duplicate that same style of play that Caitlin Clark is playing, her numbers not gonna be as record breaking like it is now, because now there gonna be more people that could do the same thing.
Great point.
I got something to say before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
Can somebody go to Mexico and get the other CC? But she over there making fans and signing tatas and having a good
kissing
time.
kissing on cha-chas.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Can
crazy.
somebody go over there
And bring her
tell
on
them-
back to the state. She
and
needs
telling
to
them
come
burrito bowls
stateside.
ain't no good over there before she get stuck over there, because she look like she having her a good time over there.
That lady
Hey.
ain't see your frogs.
Can I ask Jessica X a question? I'm confused, Jessica. I'm confused, man. This is where things are getting a little cloudy for me.
That X means something, Jessica, so be careful.
Jessica,
Yeah.
you saying
I watched
why are
it.
y'all so obsessed with CC? I'm confused. How are we obsessed with CC? I don't know how long you've been in the chat.
She knew
But
him.
we talked about CC, her defense, and all her deficiencies and inefficiencies.
Because it was the
Did you
topic
hear-
of the day.
Did you hear the caller call in and see and try to just fucking belittle us? And you saying we're obsessed with? I'm confused, man. Y'all,
I don't know.
I'm confused, man. Jessica, clear you.
I don't
Give
know
me a
what these
better
people talking about.
understanding on what you're trying to say.
Jessica X, call
Call
in.
in.
You see what the number is, because I would like to talk to you, sister.
All I know is somebody go get Kennedy Carter.
Hey, I said that on my last chat.
Man, look,
Did y'all see me?
I'm
Somebody
confused,
get him from
Jessica.
Mexico. Somebody call Kennedy.
Somebody
from
said
Mexico.
Jessica X is walking
Somebody
like I
call
talk it.
911.
Is that walking like I talk it? You coming in here with fake names and stuff now?
I gotta find.
Allegedly.
I gotta find some tatas.
Nah, we ain't going there. We ain't going there, boss man.
Yeah. Hey,
going
look,
there.
man.
We going there.
Hey guys, I appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. I appreciate everybody that supported the channel. Hey, if y'all not following the Full Court Trios page, main page, follow that, because we got to start doing exclusive material over there, because this is getting ridiculous, man. Jessica
No.
X talking about, do y'all? Now we don't watch basketball.
No, we don't watch
This is a
basketball.
hockey channel.
We
We
watch
talking
Netflix.
hockey. Yeah, Netflix
is
and
on.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody in the chat, man.
Yeah, that's a made up name, because you can't
Yeah.
be. You can't have that. Hey, listen,
We're not
everybody.
giving them.
Don't
We're not giving them all that.
No, we're not giving them
One
that.
thing about us, we don't need
Don't
CC.
disrespect it.
Nah, don't. Come on, man.
We don't need to talk about CC to get
Yeah.
views. We
Yeah.
can talk about anything, because we believe in our talent on this
Yeah.
show, on this panel.
Yeah.
Everybody on this panel has a special talent,
And
and I believe in all of us. So at the end
And
of
if
the
y'all
day,
didn't believe in us, y'all wouldn't be here.
so
Right.
we
Y'all here
don't
for a
need
reason.
we don't need to talk about CC to get ratings. We don't
Yeah.
need to talk about CC to get views. We can talk about anything, anybody, and any subject, and we still will put out a great show. Because
Fact.
at the end of the day, we believe in ourselves and we believe in what we're talking about. And a lot of us put in the time, effort behind the scenes
Yes.
to give y'all the best information that y'all need for y'all to have as a audience because y'all deserve it.
Well spoken. That was well spoken, Duvall. Well spoken, man.
I still need a
Excellent word.
taco, Duvall,
Yeah, but
to entice people back.
man, K-Sap and Chill. That's that we're gonna turn this channel into called K-Sap and Chill. That what we did.
What?
Netflix and Chill, K-Sap and Chill. I just T. Carmelo, appreciate all the love and support. Always, man. We know who the faithful people are, man. We know.
Hopefully we don't crash out tomorrow.
Well,
K-Sap gonna crash out. I can feel it.
I can't. Why does it always
Claude
come
is too
to
predictable, but I think K-Sap might be due for a crash out.
why does it always come to a particular time in the show where somebody gonna try to
Hijack
always
it.
at the end. Always at the end.
always at, like you said, try to
Hijack the show.
hijack the plane, man.
Trying to hijack the plane. I say it all the time.
Yes.
You know something, when he called in long time ago, because I didn't know who he was, still don't know who he is.
Shut up, bro, Claude.
At that time, I don't think I was thinking right.
You wasn't.
No. You was thinking about them tacos.
Had to process it. Because you get backlash. But everything that this channel has gone through in the last couple
weeks,
got you slow on the uptake.
Weeks.
Slow on the uptake.
Kind of.
You ain't quick as you used to be.
Yeah, killing my brain cells. You smoke crack, don't you? Killing my brain cells.
Yeah, tacos, Jessica.
Yeah.
Tacos.
And then for that person to call back and start off his, I ain't even gonna use the word soliloquy. Started off with his mumbo jumbo.
A mission statement.
Yeah, talking about, bro, Claude, shut your trap. Shut your trap.
Come out at night.
I thought that his phone was on replay. And then after he got silenced and I said, caller, what's going on? I didn't watch this channel. Y'all always point out the negative things about Caitlin Clark. Y'all don't never talk about how great of a player she. And then to go on with that, and then to go on to say, bringing the LGBT community. What did Paige Beckers have to do with this conversation?
She's a threat, boss.
Because we said Paige Beckers was the real deal. And that's what happens when you say Paige Beckers is the real deal. That's a threat to Caitlin Clark. Then you got people like that want to call in and talk this nonsense.
It's not about Caitlin Clark, the basketball player. It's about Paige Becker being more likable as a person. All those WNBA.
But listen, what I'm saying is to talk about Paige Beckers as a basketball player, and then you bring in her sexuality. What that got to do with basketball?
Nothing.
The freaks come out at night.
Shout out to ADP for the $2 super.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar.
Look. Yeah, you got.
You know what?
You got a replay, bro, Claude. Yours is on the
another reason why they can't run with that. Also, to Duvall's point, they can't run with that narrative that all black commentators hate white girls because we like Paige. So now they got to start denigrating Polar Paige, and Paige ain't did nothing to nobody. But dribble the ball, get critiqued. She gets critiqued just like everybody else.
Oh no, I love Dana Taurasi.
In college, she had so much pressure on her because all of us was like, "You gotta win it, boo boo. You gotta win it." Ain't that what we were saying, bro? Claude, throughout when we was like, "Look, Paige, I don't know, it's looking kind of funny down the stretch here. You gotta win it."
Everybody in the chat last year when I said I hope Dana Taurasi play at least one more year so that she could get the money that she deserved. Everybody killed me last year.
The reason why she got out of there because Sophie was going to Pound Town.
No. She put out a statement and said it's all false.
Well, allegedly. I've always said it when I did the show, I said allegedly. This is allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
But then I look at everything that happened. It was too many moving pieces in Phoenix. It makes you wonder, like, what's really going on. But we're gonna leave that alone, man. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate you, Lady J, as always. Appreciate you, Tiffany and Company, JT Money, Andre. I see everybody in the chat. I acknowledge everybody in the chat.
Hey,
love you guys.
Hold on before you click out, KSAP. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for them tacos. Go ahead, close it out, KSAP.
Yeah, but we appreciate everybody.
I gotta get my girl back.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody in the chat, man. And
good show, brother.
I think the Players Club or the what's the name of y'all's show?
You know what the name of our thing is. You know what?
Over there at the Trap House or something. I don't know.
Magic City will be up and running tomorrow.
Yeah, y'all go over there. Look.
Magic City online, allegedly.
I'll be at the door.
Y'all go over there to the whole house. And y'all have a good time with the people at the whole house.
The ball will be in the back. You know, the ball be scared sometimes. So you know what I mean?
You got the butt naked strippers in there serving drinks tomorrow for free. So if y'all want to come in early,
bring your wings and bring your drinks.
Hey,
I got
BYOB at the
Players Club.
What's it called?
You better not bring your own. You better go to the bar.
Over at the club, the clubhouse.
I got pepper spray like Charleston White.
Hey,
believe me.
Chronicles of WBB TV says she'll be at the whole house. They got free drinks over there tomorrow if you come in early.
Keisha, you better not
they pre-gaming.
You better not. I'm Bonnie Mac in here. You better not let not one get a free drink.
You got to show your big toe. You got to show your big toe to get in. You got to show your big toe to get in.
If you come to the back door, you stay in the back.
Hey, if you go to the back door, that's where Bro Claude wants you at the back door.
Just as long as y'all know the GoFundMe is being launched because I think we're gonna need about half seat.
Man.
Moving on.
Moving on. Hey, once again, shout out to Lakeisha and Cut the Ish. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to call you Lakeisha.
Oh, you trying to call my government name?
I didn't
know
mean
I'm You know I'm running from a couple of things.
Yeah. Shout out to Keisha from Cut the Ish. Real Talk Sports. Shout out to Claude Lanier from Steady Serving ENT.
Government names.
Oh God!
Shout out to Jacksonville's own Duvall.
I'm a man without a country.
The slave
man without a country.
A man, a man without a face.
You need to put your baby face on the
screen. Hey,
man without a country.
A man without a face.
But my voice is never a mystery.
There you go. And shout out to all you that was in the chat that kept it positive and understood where we was coming from. But those that don't like what we say,
we don't care.
We don't care. So eat her until you hiccup. Okay?
Okay.
We're not Caitlin Clark PR channel.
Thank you, Kurt.
We're a basketball channel.
We're not a PR firm. I'm sorry.
Go tell your mama what we said. We don't care.
If you want to put your hospital gown on and get your back out and show your back, I know where y'all can go.
We on the D block, ADP. We on the D block, ADP. You was asking for the
Don't tell your mama, your dad, or your cousins that them mean people online don't care.
I just don't understand it, man. I can't. That right there, it's always something there to throw a curveball, man.
Good night, chat. Get on out of here, K7.
Yeah, Marcus Harold. Now you want to watch the players. If you go over to the Players Club, you won't be disappointed.
And Duvall, because you all are such great people.
Hold up, bro, Claude. Marcus Harrell wants to give y'all a personal shout out. You see what he says? He says, now I want to watch the Players Club.
It be
Thanks,
popping
Mark.
over there, Marcus Harrell. It be popping.
So
Come on.
look, check this out.
Hmm.
I'm going to hit y'all with this. God bless. Good night.